Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker Evening Show. It's lovely to be with you tonight. My name is Rebecca Redican and it's my pleasure to be joined by Mark Smith.
I'm going to put a downer on the evening.
Oh no.
It's pouring with rain out there.
Oh, it's absolutely tipping.
Again. Can you believe it? It's been horrendous.
All of yesterday it was tipping
and
it
the
down.
day before, wasn't it? Was it the day before as well?
This has got to be... that's a good point. It's got to be good for the garden, hasn't it?
It's been amazing for the garden, so I'm really pleased. I'm really happy. It's saving us so many hours it saved us.
Because
really
normally,
has.
am I right in saying you do like
3 hours a night?
3 hours a night watering? So you've had a bit
Every day.
So what have you done with your extra 3 hours?
This is really sad actually. I've got my eye loop out. And I've been looking at my strands of jewellery, which I've never had the opportunity to do before, so it's been amazing.
That's really nice.
So I've got my Mark special box, which has got about 30 strands in at the moment, and I've been taking every one of them out and having a proper look at them. So that's really nice. It's my bit of downtime.
I'm glad that you've been able to enjoy doing that.
Been lovely.
We, I think, are going to probably be adding a few specials. I know you've had your peepers and your mates on those jets tomorrow.
They're amazing.
3 o'clock.
I know.
Pretty special.
I think it's going to be the highlight of the year, gemstone-wise.
I cannot agree with you.
I've been begging to get Jet on the show for about 6 years now, ever since we went to Whitby.
Yeah.
And this isn't Whitby Jet, but I can't wait to get it. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be
4
very
strands.
special.
How are we able to get 4 strands?
Very special.
Oh,
do you have a nosy? Have a nosy. I've not got them next to me. How about I give you just whilst Dan's grabbing them for me?
Now, I think we should play Guess the Gemstone.
Good idea.
Do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Because straight away I'm looking at that and I'm thinking opal. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to say opal.
60777 or jewellerymaker.com. Get your text in this moment or when you fancy. Have a little guess. Because this is a launch again tonight. So I'm very lucky. I get the launch of Jet tomorrow and I get the launch of this tonight. Launch. Brand new gem. I'm also lucky to have this beautiful chain. The chain, the info's at the bottom of your screen. Currently up on pre-order. I have and I've got a story about this. Whoa, I tell you. This is pretty special, I have to say. This is something that has been hiding from us for years. It is a brand new offering for you today. This is something which has been hidden from us since 2016. In 2016, we purchased this. We are bringing it to air for the first time tonight. Yep, for you tonight, the very first time we're bringing this on to air. It is coming up for you in about 45 minutes, but it is on pre-order. So if you fancy grabbing it, I've got 300 for all intents and purpose, and it's coming up for you in about 40 minutes or so. But if you do want to grab it, then you absolutely have the opportunity to do so. Sorry, my earpiece has been a bit silly. So I've got that. Oh, I've got a rose quartz showcase, Mark.
No, I saw this in the alleyway outside, and I didn't know whether it had been on the mid-show or whether we were having it this evening, and it's for us.
All brand new.
Oh, look at this.
And oodles of them. Beautiful shapes, great quality, really lovely kind of look and sizability to every single one. Everyone is a premiere tonight. Never before been seen in these shapes, these sizes, etc. They're coming for you this evening, so if you do fancy grabbing your hands on it, make sure you're staying tuned. We're going to do it about 8:15 after that launch gemstone I've got coming up for you at 8 o'clock, of course. It's tonight's must-have. In the meantime, should we start, shall we, with under 5? Oh, go on then, twist my arm. Right, let's get started with some solid sterling silver. Oh my goodness, this is adorable! Mark!
I love this.
Oh my goodness, super-de-duper-de cute. Have a little look. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, this little reindeer is solid sterling silver, and it's got this, for all intents and purposes, sort of enamelled eye and nose area here. So when we think about sterling silver and enamel, they're a beautiful pairing. Tiffany do it a lot, actually. You know, for their the hearts that they do, they'll often have the writing on one side and the enamel on the other. With this, we've got this really lovely 3D look. It's £3.95. Of course, there's connotations to Christmas. Dare I say it? If it was blazing hot outside, I'd probably feel a bit mischievous for saying that.
The heating is on out there.
It's been on all summer.
Oh,
it's not been a great one. But £3.95. Of course, it's great for Christmas, and you might think, oh, Bex, it's a bit early to be mentioning that. But us crafters need to get started early.
Yeah,
Christmas in July coming up for us next month, and I'm well aware that other crafting channels have brought this in for lower. Lowest ever price point on this, Tom is bringing to you right here, right now. Should be £4.95. Very low cost. £2.75 there for you. It's a goner, it's a goner. Okay, folks, I'm moving on to more solid sterling silver, this time with an added little extra. Oh, the Ladybird design. Have a little look. This one's really delicate and dainty with that cubic zirconia internally within it. I've literally got 2, and that is it. Maybe you call someone a little ladybird. Maybe you know someone who, like me, used to farm ladybirds, which sounds odd. I didn't actually used to grow and farm them.
Wow.
I used to play in the hedges and put them in little wooden... Used to put little wooden sticks into the ground and then put the ladybirds in and pretend that they were like fairy sheep. But obviously it wasn't like a container, they just used to crawl out over it.
Fairy sheep?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you ever used to play games like that, Mark? No. All right. I've only got, it's just me, and I'll be honest, it's not the first time that's ever happened. I've only got one of these left, just to remind you. It is solid sterling silver. If I show you the back there, it does state 925, and that beautiful cubic zirconia is really open because of that opening at the back. £3.95, it's the final one. I think that is, it's a lovely little motif, isn't it, the Ladybird? Say that number again, sweet cheeks. Thought that's what you said. Ooh, bit different. This chain, which is on pre-order, is, in Tom's words, going nuts. That means loads of you are purchasing these. I'm about to bring to you your autumn Jasper, which I think, actually, I can see the autumnal colours in that dark body colour, but the beautiful blues are the type of things I think we hope to see, actually, in the summer
We've just had a week in Derby, in Derbyshire, and we went to Castleton, which is the home of Blue John.
Yes.
And there's quite a few shops around, and one of the shops had the most amazing display cabinet of Fordite.
Oh, wow.
We're desperate to get in, and this just reminds me of it. The banding and the different colours.
Yeah.
Stunning.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Beautiful.
£9.95, not under a £5, obviously. We are gonna take it under £5. I don't know why I sung it like that, but it happened. Do you know what? I think if you're going to get this one today at tenner, you've got yourself a great deal. But remember, everyone pays the final closing. This is for the 3 only. Sorry, now the 2 left. Now for the final 1. If you've got it in your basket, can I just say I'm officially over allocated. That means more of you have got it in your basket than I have quantity. So do check it out ASAP. Let's go for the smaller version now. So I'll show you them side by side. These ones slightly daintier. These are 4mm, are they? So 4mm we've got on these ones today. Really beautifully dainty. I have 2 of these. I'm sorry. If you see anything you like, jive on in quickly. Yeah, jive on in. Why not? Yeah, a little jive or salsa in if you'd rather. There you go. You've got £3,095 on that strand. I showed you the larger strand next to it just to give you an idea. Lots of you in. If you love these kind of colours, did you guess my gemstone yet? Don't worry if you get it wrong. It's absolutely fine. Have a little guess. 60777. We had a guess of a type of opal. Do guess again. £3.95 for you today. There's your text in. Or you can do it on JewelleryMaker.com as well. There's a little box. It says send a message to the studio. If you want to do it that way, you can as well. That's a goner. Hi, Becky and Mark. It's sunny. Oh, it's sunny here in Cornwall. That was me being very jealous. Mark, your bestie Zena told me off yesterday for making her another egg. And that's from Jane. Gorgeous Jane, you made us all wonderful beaded eggs.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I told Zena yesterday that Jane made myself and Andrew one, so we are a 2-egg household. And Zena got in a bit of a strop. So Jane came on screen and said, Zena, I'll make you another one.
Oh, so Jane, that is so sweet of you. Gosh, you're gorgeous, aren't you?
She's ace.
Yes, no problem. That is so lovely, Jane. Gosh, I bet you're working hard off all these. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I had an egg made for Easter. Yeah, off Jane. Let me bring these ones to you. This is your beautiful pearlescent white shell pearl. Perfect rounds. Wow. What do you like about these? Because I know you're a big shell pearl fan.
I adore shell pearl. So the fact is, you know, guest designer Fleur has a jadeite workshop.
Yes.
Well, Sarah Bingham and I are in the planning stages of a shell pearl workshop in September, October, November with a sort of an Ice Queen theme with Swarovski and all sorts of loveliness. So I can't wait for that.
Keep your peeps peeled for that. Yeah. What did you say then? Sorry, Tom. Oh yes, Fleur's on the morning show tomorrow, just to let you all know, with Impress Art and Marla Notting as well. She's going to be knotting that jet, isn't she? I think. Is she? Yeah. If you like Swarovski, this Sunday, keep your peeps peeled. £4,095 for you. Oh, no, Becky. We're going lower. You ready for this? We're giving you a closeout deal.
Tom.
Why? What do you think of that price, please?
I would be snapping 5 or 6 of those up.
Why?
Because you're going to be able to use them in every single piece of jewellery you make. And I always go on about memory wire bracelets with chips and nuggets. You always need an accent bead just to eke them out a little bit further. And these are the archetypal perfect #1 choice. Yeah. Because they'll go with every single chip and nugget you've got in your stash. Amazing.
£4. Well, it is for all intents and purposes, isn't it? These would go lovely, I think, with some of my rose quartz.
I've chosen my favourite shape.
Oh, go on. Which one?
3rd from the left.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That was going to be my guess.
Was it?
Genuinely, hand on heart, that was going to be my guess.
I love that little twist.
The twist, I knew. That looks lovely, doesn't it?
They're beautiful.
They work so well. Wow. Gotta move on. More treats now. Anyone for a solid sterling silver fountain pack? Fancy it? Under a £5 we're going to do this for you. Now this is your sweet jewellery. Bye Laura! This is your solid sterling silver suite of jewellery. So you've got plenty here to make your earrings, and then you've got enough clasps and ending findings for a bracelet and a necklace. So perfect for you. We don't get to see solid sterling silver findings all the time. So what do you like about them?
It's just the fact that you've got your perfect, because you've got everything you need to make a pair of earrings, you've got everything you need there to make a bracelet, and everything you need to make a necklace. So a whole complete suite, you've got everything you need in there. And you'll have a couple of head pins left over if you want to add a pendant or a little charm to your bracelet.
That's perfect.
It's got everything there, it's ace. So for a start, I'm going to say a little stocking filler. My present drawer is bulging.
Is it?
Already.
So by November, are you going to be sorted, do you think?
Every year I'm done by November. Yeah.
That's such a lovely feeling, isn't it? You don't have to stress about it. No. We have got for you here solid sterling silver. My advice, it is totally up to you, but my advice is, if you are considering getting your hands on, for example, a strand of jet tomorrow, and you're thinking, right, I'm going to make a necklace and a bracelet, and a set of earrings out of the selection that we're bringing, I would buy the set accordingly. So if you're thinking of this strand, you might get your bracelet and your earrings, and then you're thinking out of the larger strand, you might get your necklace. Then obviously, if you're going to get all the sizes, you're probably going to want to buy this 3, maybe 4 times over, dependent on what you're going to do with them. So just a bit of advice for you, because I don't think we've got sterling silver finding back on tomorrow. So you've got 20 pieces in this collection, and today you've got it for just £4.95. This is a serious amount you're getting here. You're getting oodles in it, and it's great quality, our findings as well. Come back here, you. Could the gemstone be aquapraise?
Good guess.
We had some on the other day,
good
and
guess.
you know what? I think it was the only strand we had. That is such a good guess because of that.
It's sort of that
genteel sort of apple green, as it's described in aquapraise, and
Viennetta.
actually in this. Not quite, but I love your guess, and I completely understand why you're saying that. Feel again, feel the guess again. Have another one. Did you know, here's a clue. What did you just say then? Yeah, I get that. Tom said to me, it's always got a look of chrysoprase about it. This sells, here's a bit of a clue, this sells more per carat than that of chrysoprase. Don't know if that's a bit of a clue for you, but it might be. Might be. More per carat. More expensive per carat. Let's go. One of your favourite items in the world. Well.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Aha, you haven't seen this, have you?
Aha.
Talking about Jane from Cornwall.
Yes, the lovely Jane.
Look what Jane from Cornwall made me. She is ace. I think it's at home on my desk after I've said that.
The one where...
Oh no, it's on my desk with my needles in, which means I've left my needles at home.
Oh no! Don't worry, we've got some on today, haven't we? We've got those
got the pebbles.
Yeah, I think we've got the
But
pebbles.
Jane kindly made for me a beaded needle case.
Oh,
yes.
Jane, that is so sweet of you. Is it praise opal, Nicole?
Oh.
Such a good guess again, because you're right, it's the bob-on light colour. No, not quite, not quite. It is a launch gemstone, so we've not had it here before, if that's any help. So you've had these beaded?
I've had them beaded, yeah. But I would decoupage it with Captain America.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Why Captain America specifically?
He's my hero.
Oh, because he's your favourite.
I'm that close to having him tattooed.
What, his face or his symbol, his logo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell you where, Tom. I told the ladies on the workshop in Hammersmith a couple of weeks ago, and there was an uproar.
Was there?
Yeah.
Let your imagination run wild. If you were at that show, do feel free to text us in and let us know. These here are your wooden bead needle cases. These are beautiful because, as Mark said, you can decoupage them. You can seed bead on them. I would do my pyrography on these. Would look quite nice. They're good at protecting your needles, aren't they?
They're fantastic. And these will also keep the lower 2 sizes of your big eye needles in as well. So they're not just going to keep your ordinary needles.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, really good.
Also, you know, with the, we do the short needles and the long needles, don't we? The tulip needles.
That's right. Yeah.
Would your large tulip needles go in here?
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry for kicking it over.
Yeah.
So great if you've got a selection of your different sizes. It's even if you wanted to, you know, just to make your life easier, maybe write on them the different sizes you're going to do in each, or as I said, pyrography onto them. They're nice and sturdy, but they're not too heavy because they are a genuine wood. So they're quite easy to travel around with you, actually.
Absolutely. And I'm not 100%, but the Dremel accessories, I think you can probably get. I think there is the ones that guest designer Jan uses to make that little divot to pop
in the pearls.
I think they're size to go in these, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah.
$3.95. This chain, by the way, is very, 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 very popular. Tell you what, this is a bit of a random hint. If I tell you that this gemstone and this chain have something in common, does that help you guess what it is? Might not, but it might. They are both brand new. Yeah, sorry, that's not what I meant. I meant more of the composition. Stunning that, isn't it? I can't wait to bring it back. Okay, let's dive next on. This is another one you're going to like. These have never been outside of a bundle before. This colour is stunning.
Lovely,
you know, the Hope Diamond has that kind of blue-purple tone to it. That's almost what these are like.
That's lovely, isn't it?
It's divine. It's this really true indigo. And if you actually think about our gemstone collection, we do not have that many that are indigo.
We don't actually.
We have purples, we have kind of blues, dark blues, we have like London blues, but not quite this indigo hue. It's perfectly balanced on that border of your sort of your blues and your purples. What do you think adding a slightly different colour to your collection does?
I think it's fascinating. Could be, as you said, we've got the royal blues, we've got the deep blues, and we've got the purples. And to have something, if you're out for ombreing or colour grading your pieces, it's slap bang in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this strand looks so much like Swarovski pearls.
Oh
which
my
are
goodness,
3 or 4
exactly
times
it does.
the price of this strand, I'm assuming.
And I don't think they're often in this size,
They're
are they,
not.
Swarovski
No,
pearls?
no,
They're usually much daintier. Today I'm bringing to you that beautiful luxury look at a sensational $3.95. You are just tuning in. If you are just tuning in now, hi, how are you?
Wow.
What a fabulous time to choose in. First off, if you've been at work, I hope you've had a good day, and I don't know, what dreadful thing could have happened at work? Norma put milk that had gone off in your brew when she did the coffee run, or Janice from HR, she put another stack of paperwork on your desk or whatever. If any of that has happened to you today, shake it off, and I hope you're tuning in for a fabulous evening. Wait till you see Mark's kits, you're going to be amazed. Actually, this would go really nicely with the blue one.
It would, yes.
Ooh, where's my strand gone? I am loving all of your guesses. We have actually never had muscovite on, have we?
No.
I've never even seen it in jewellery. I've only seen it in specimen form. It's not, but you're not, again, I can see where you're coming from. Gosh, you lot are brilliant, aren't you? You are, you're brilliant. Can I also show you this? $8.45.
Oh my word, look at that. That's special. That looks like a very posh Eton mess.
A posh one? Because normally strawberries, but you're saying this is more...
More fruits of the forest. Ooh, fruits of the forest, Eton mess. This is coming up for you about $8.45. And do you know what? It's got a friend as well that's going to be a little bit larger for you. £3.95. Hello, loads of you in. I'm going to actually do the matching one, but a slightly smaller size. So if you've got that, I would suggest you grab this one too. Julie got it, and many others. I've forgotten the names because the names went off before, but loads of you got that one. So how about pairing it with this? It's perfect, isn't it? I was looking at that as well.
Dan, do you mind a little nosy at that necklace? Don't know why I'm whispering. Got a microphone on. Have a little nosy at this. Oh, that is a good guess. Very good. That necklace that it's not quite that, but such a good guess. It's that necklace you were just having a little nosy at then, of course, is a necklace from a DVD, as I'm sure you know. It's a beautiful necklace design made in your cotton pearls. Imagine doing that design, because you can see this is a graduation, in these.
Easy.
Would that be easy to do?
It's all a take on the ladder weave as well, which is really cool.
So if you got these ones and you like the look of that necklace, maybe a little recreation's in order. So I'm bringing these ones to you now. £3.95 for you on those ones. It is a beautiful look and quality with these ones. Again, that really nice in-between colour. Quite a nice size for a bracelet, actually, if you wanted to do a sort of ladder weavy style. And that'd be quite nice to be able to do with it. And again, I think, which one of these might you pair it with, Mark?
The small wheels.
These ones?
Yeah. And just alternate them. Simple.
That's
really
a really
nice, simple,
idea.
sweet. Lovely.
Because I think the sort of intensity, let's say, of that really unusual shape and tone works actually quite nicely to balance it, doesn't it? So they work really nicely together. Really lovely little bracelet you could do with these two. And as we say, just alternate them. So you do one of these wheels, one of these rounds, one of these wheels, and one of these rounds. I think that could work quite nicely. Oh, I've got another size.
Oh, you can replicate
mil.
that necklace then.
Oh, nothing. Sorry. breaky. No, I didn't break anything. That is beautiful.
That's a perfect combination.
So,
Got the whole set there.
The whole set I'll show you to recreate that necklace. So these are the ones I'm doing now, but I just wanted to show you them together. That's such a lovely idea. Let's do the Diddy ones for you now, though. These ones are your 4 mil. What do you like the 4 mil size for, Mark?
Well, one of my favourite techniques is the tubular knitting, or the kiss cross. And the 4 and 6 mils, you can graduate your crisscross, which is really nice. That's a nice design.
That's nice. Received my 2 bracelets yesterday, Becky. Oh, thank you. They are beautiful. Oh, Annie, well done. Oh, I'm so glad you got them. Lovely Annie the other day won a little competition where myself and my producer Liam had made 2 bracelets, and we sent them out to Annie. I'd made one, and then Liam's made one. Oh, I'm glad you like them, love. Thank you for getting involved, and thank you for your text. We've got £3.95 on this for you today. Again, another great deal. So actually, I'm no Carol Vorderman. However, we're looking at 4, 8, 10, 12. All 3 for what? Under £12? Would you have to multi-purchase to recreate that, do you think, Mark? No.
No, it's just one of each for that one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So there you go, £3.95. What did you say, Tom? £11.85 for all 3, love. That's what he's saying. Lots of you in. Hi, Suffolk and Essex and Ayrshire, Greater Manchester, Surrey and County Clare. County Clare? That's nice. That sounds lovely. I don't know why. It just sounds quite exotic. Merseyside's in, Surrey's in. I've got multi-buyers on that one. Well done. I'm moving on next to bring to you something a little bit bold.
Oh, they're cool.
What do you like about
They're really
them?
old school.
Old school?
We had strands like this, gosh, must be 5 or 6 years ago now. Old JM strands in different colours, and it's so nice to see them back again. They're brilliant.
Why do you like them?
I just like because if you didn't dye them or colour them in this way, you wouldn't see any of the banding or any of the patterns. So just from adding that little pop of colour, whether it's pink or green or blue, it just brings the gemstones alive, doesn't it? You wouldn't see that, would you, if it was a natural stone?
No, Mother Nature doesn't create it in this colour.
No.
It is a little idea.
Yeah, or any of the rose quartzes.
Yeah? Switch them out.
Yep.
I'll show you this one.
I love that.
That's really pretty, isn't it? So you've got 250 carats worth here, and you've got nice big sizes. These are around about a centimetre in size. Lovely facet work on these, I have to say. Really beautiful sizeability across the board. We have got Dee saying, I have never even heard of that. Oh, no, I've heard of Mouse Sit. I've not heard of that first one now. Mouse Sit is, again, very similar. It's this kind of quality, but I've never heard of that first one. I'm going to have a little look at it. Well, hang on, someone's researching it for me. Go on. No, there's nothing on. It's a nickel carbonate mineral. Okay, this is aluminium based. It looks very much like uranium, I'm being told. Oh, I'm going to research that later. I've never even heard of that. Oh, I love stuff like that. Thank you for that messaging. I get what you're saying, Mouse Sit, because again of that colour, but also that kind of texturing. Sea sediment Jasper. No, another great guess. Another great. Gosh, you lot are brilliant. Our viewers are fab. We've got such great knowledge. But no, it's not quite. Not quite. It's not a Jasper. There you are. I'll put it out there. It's not a Jasper. Okay. Ooh, Tom, my producer, has just taken this down in price for you tonight. £3.45. This is a beautiful strand. Really exciting, really entertaining. I've not said hello to my team yet. So team, today I would like your descriptive word of the day, okay? You ready for this? I'm going to start off with you, Dan. Is that all right? Descriptive word for the day. So I'm starting off with my doubly hard-working, wonderful tech op and floor manager tonight. It's Dan! Hi, Dan!
Hello.
Your word, Dan?
Fun.
fun with a question mark. I can understand that because you're doing 2 jobs. I can get it. I've also got in with me today my lovely director. It's Paul. Hey, Paul. There he is. What's yours, Paul? Word for the day. Damp. Good word. It is. It's sucky out there. I'm not afraid to say it. I've also got the lovely Tom with me. Hi, Tom. What's your word, Tom? Longer, because Tom has been on a double shift. Oh no, it's not true. Oh, you've only technically done 1 shift, but what time did you get up at? 7:30. Half seven. What about you, Mark? What would your word to describe the day?
Clumpy.
Ooh, good word. Why?
Clumpy. Well, we're getting worm casts coming up on the lawn because it's so wet.
I don't know what that is.
So when a worm comes out,
Yeah.
the mud that is in front of it
mud
has
that
to
they
go
push.
somewhere. So
Yeah.
when you're on a beach, you get these little swirls of sand on the beach,
Yeah.
where they're called worm casts.
Oh.
And they go really when it dries out, they go really hard and lumpy and clumpy.
So you're getting loads of those. 'Cause so what are you meant to
Yeah.
do with them, or just
You're
leave
meant
them?
to sweep them off with a bees and broom.
Every day is a school day here
Yeah,
at Jewellery Maker.
yeah.
It really, really is. £3.45 for you. Stock on this chain is ticking down quickly. We have got good quantity. As I say, it is brand new, but it is ticking down quickly because it is on pre-order. I will let you know. I'll launch it properly for you in about 15 minutes, if that's all right. Should we do some garnet? Let's. Ooh, January's birthstone. This strand
It's rammed, isn't it?
absolutely oodles on here. Pairs of earrings,
I
basically.
like the way they're threaded on in 2s.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Perfect for your sets of earrings, or perfect if you wanted to, like, even 2 graduated necklaces.
This is a perfect shape for Kumihimoing with as well.
What kind of look is it going to give that?
It's going to give quite an avant-garde, quite a sort of a punky look.
That's
really
cool.
good, really nice.
Kind of edgy, sticking out
yeah.
from that lovely design. We have got 65 carats worth of this, and it is your rhodolite garnet. So remember, when it's got that name, when it's got that title, we're talking about a natural, specific kind of tone that you've got running through here.
Oh.
Another good guess. I love all of these guesses. Do you know what? I'm going to announce what it is before the end of the hour. We will. No, Lena, it's not. But again, another great
Another good
guess. Could quite easily be. I'll give you a clue. Here's another clue. Oh, another clue. It is it has a shared location with a very famous opal. Okay. The biggest location, let's say, of opal. I don't know if that helps. Correct, yes. Yes, Paul, correct. Should be £4.95, which for any birthstone I think is fantastic, especially when you consider, obviously, birthstones generally, you know, as soon as they become a birthstone, it tops up a little bit more in price. But for you today, we are giving you an absolute closeout deal. It's already under a £5, but we're taking it even lower for you. Tonight, for you, for £2,095 for a serious set. Let me just give an idea, because you've got really lovely quality. I don't know if you can see, well, you can see on the recording when it's spinning around. You know how we talk about garnet and we talk about oh my goodness, what's the fruit we talk about with garnet? I've forgotten that word now.
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate, 10 points. I was going to say, you slice it in half and eat them with a pin. But yeah, it's got that real pomegranate seed look, hasn't it? So when you're actually looking on the recording, you can see the reds, but you always get to see the purples in the background of it, and that's what you want to see in this gemstone. So it's got that real ideal colouring. And if you did just think about popping them into pairs of earrings, you just have to take off one section, wouldn't you? And that's, you know, one in each ear, you're done and dusted. Well done, everyone. Let's go for...
Oh, look at this.
Can we just appreciate that sound for a second? Oh, that is satisfying noise if I've heard one. And again. Oh my days, I love it. Love it. So, what do you think of this one, Mark?
It's lovely, isn't it? It's got everything. It's got the frosted look. It's got the matrix or the banding, the webbing. That's lovely.
It is, isn't it? It's mocha chocolato kind of colours,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's not a drink, I don't think, but it could be. Mocha chocolato. It's definitely not, is it? Oh well, it sounds like it could be. But yeah, you've got that kind of, I don't know, you've got caramels in here. It
It's
looks
got a look of
beautiful.
tortoise shell about it, hasn't it, as well, I think?
That's a great description. Yeah, it has that
colour, the
texturing
colours,
and the
yeah.
colours.
Yeah.
It's almost got, you know, there's like dead expensive handbags and shoes you can get with this kind of texture on them as well sometimes. I think that looks really pretty. Nice for ladies and gents, mate.
Absolutely, yeah.
$4.95 is a should be. We are going to go lower. Really big size drill hole on these, which I'm going to show to you, Mark. £3.25.
1 mil at least, isn't it?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So why is that a good thing?
It's really good if you're making structured bangles with wire, because you want a really good heavy gauge wire as your base. If you're macrameing, you need a large hole because you need a really thick lazy strand to go through the centre. It's perfect. And for your rosary linking,
Jennifer in Bristol.
well done.
Well done. You've only got it bob on. You've texted in, you've got it right. We're going to show your text in at the end of the hour, if that's all right, because I did say that's when we'd announce it. But well done you, give yourself a pat on the back. Don't forget you can keep guessing, because you might get it right too. £3.25. Apparently quite a few of you guessing opal. Totally understandable. It's not an opal, it's also not a Jasper. Quite a few guessing. So just to let you know about that. £3.25 for you. Hello, who's in with us tonight? Hiya, Kim. Thanks for joining us. Greater Manchester, you're in. Thank you very much. I've got the beautiful USA in as well. And your glasses have just gone off, so I can't see your names, but well done all. Jasper, did you say? No. Jasper doesn't even sound like Labradorite, does it? Not even a little bit. Ooh.
Gosh. This is another old school strand, isn't it? We had Mineral Man on Tuesday morning.
Yes.
Alex. Was it yesterday morning? Yeah, gosh, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And apparently it is pronounced Labradorite.
Yes, absolutely is. And he also, what's the other one he does? Amazonite he pronounces differently as well.
Does he?
Yes, I've forgotten how he says it.
Amazonite.
Amazonite. Can't remember.
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
Lemon chrysoprase. You
guess.
are
Yeah.
genius. It's not quite, but yeah, that is a genius guess. That really genuinely is. It's not quite right though. But yeah, you're right, because it has got that chrysoprase quality about it. And you're right, it has got a slightly lemony back palette. I'll show you what we're talking about. I've got a launch gemstone for you tonight. I've also got the launch of jet tomorrow. 3 p.m, the VT says 1. Ignore it. Ignore the VT, it says 1 o'clock. 'Tis wrong. The VTs that have been going out for the jet say 1 o'clock. It is actually at 3 o'clock. It's tomorrow's must-have. So just as an FYI. I am bringing to you 200 carats worth of your Labradorite tomorrow in the today, right here, right now. In your long nuggets. I think these have got such lovely quality. The colour of them is beautiful, and there are moments of sheen in it, which for $3.95 you might not necessarily expect, to be totally honest. Remember, Labradorite is a gemstone which has a phenomenon. That does not mean that all Labradorites have a phenomenon. And you might think, well, we want it for the phenomenon, so why not just bring it to us always in the best top-notch quality? Well, first off, economically it wouldn't be a good idea. For the planet it wouldn't necessarily be a good idea as well if we were mining out bits that we kind of were ridding the points that had no colour play. So we do bring it to you as well because it gives you an affordability, doesn't it? And it means we get to experiment a bit more with shape as well, which is really nice. So if you do want to grab your hands on it, then absolutely do. £3.95 for 200 carats worth. It's a phenomenal look and quality, and you do get some. When it gives you a moment of sheen, you don't half get it. That one is like how would you describe that colour? Proper blue. Okay, it's time to bring you the chain. Now, this chain is a pretty special opportunity, I have to be honest with you. It's something that we got in and ordered in 2016. It's about to be played for the first time ever right here, right now.
That can't be right.
What? I'm about the price.
That can't be right.
I know. It's loopy. What I'm about to bring to you, as I've just said, is brand spanking new for us here today, and I just want to bring to your attention why this is so special. As I mentioned to you before, it's something that we ordered in 2016 and we've only managed to get it in now. What I'm going to show you here is current prices of gold, because I want to remind you of something. Prices of gold vary dramatically, and although this looks like a completely mad sort of graph, I will explain it to you. So, this is your current gold prices with bullion by post. If you know of bullion, you will know that they are essentially, you know, kind of the leader, let's say, the people who give you the insight into the gold market. And they literally give you an hour-by-hour update on silver prices and gold prices. Now, these down here on this axis is your pricing in Great British pounds, and this along the bottom is the dates. The moment that we're at is this date here, so if you imagine this section here at the very end is where we are to date now. This is a year ago today. Wow. Now, the reason I wanted to pinpoint this to you is that just that I could show you the general trajectory that we have on the gold prices. Now, this is the fact of the matter that gold changes prices often, but as a general rule, year after year, it just goes up. If we take that as a trajectory for last year, and if you imagine moving it down a trajectory further, okay, for the year previous to that, and down further as an average trajectory to the year previous to that, that's giving you an idea of price rises that you will see in gold. Now, the reason I'm making you aware of this is because we bought this in 2016. In 2016, remember, as we say, gold prices year on year as a general rule will just go up and up and up. But let's remember that 2016, we're talking a fair few years ago. Gold prices and silver prices generally mimic each other. And the reason that I'm bringing this up to you today is because the price I'm about to bring to you is the price in comparison to our 2016 deal. Now, the reason I'm bringing that to you is, it was when did you say we bought it, love? I've forgotten. November 2016. That's when we ordered this, and when we paid that, you know, the price point we paid. Were we to bring this to you, I don't know, December 2016, can I just confirm this with you? 2016, December, we'd have sold it at the price we're... And I knew the answer to this, but I just wanted confirmation then from Tom. Tom said, because of the price we bought it at, we obviously have the markup that we do because we like electricity, and Dan loves being paid to do his job. So we have a general markup which is minuscule compared to that of lots of places out there on the market, which is why our price is so great. And the reason I'm bringing this up, and I have just had confirmation then from the production manager, Tom, he has said that we would have done this price in 2016. You ready for this? Buy as many as you want. You don't just have to get one. We haven't capped your limit on this one. We are giving you an exceptional deal. I've had people in and on this quick sharp. We had loads of them go on pre-order. Now, I can't see your names on pre-order because basically we load the graphics, but just from the people purchasing it since we loaded the graphics, your names have gone off my screen. Now, that means that I can see a few of you, but not all of you, and the vast majority of you are multi-buying on this one. This chain, I've got to say, I absolutely love and adore. Please remember that we have gotten this from our Hatton Garden provider. So we've got this, your centralised city, London location. That's where our supplier is from. And this is an Italian design chain. When we're talking about Italian design, we're of course talking about one of the best known locations for chain. They have the best machinery, they have the biggest status. And what they are known for is their wearability and longevity. What you've got here, I've got to show you how sleek this design is. Just look at how that drapes. That drapes like silk and caramel, doesn't it? Just look at the movement on that. It is so decadent. It's the perfect word for it. I love this chain. I love this link. Got this really intricate twist about it, hasn't it?
Looking at it, it looks like a very fine chainmail, doesn't it? It's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
It does almost. So you can see in this link, you've got almost, well, this is one of the reasons it's so sturdy as well. You've almost got them skipping a link to link a link.
Yes,
so it's like
right.
added strength, isn't it?
I think this is good for gents as well.
Oh, that's a nice point.
I think it looks strong and sturdy enough for a gent to wear.
That's a really lovely idea.
Yeah.
Have a really close look at that chain. Oh, it's stunning. So you heard the price and you tell us why you were so shocked.
Even 3 years ago, at the price that you're quoting for this evening, I think is ridiculous.
Well, yeah.
If you were looking on, I mean, just your basic high street jewellers, you're probably looking at £45, £50.
Yeah, because it's genuine gold. Real deal, genuine gold. I'm bringing to you a price point that we should have been doing in 2016. Today, for you, a 2016 hopeful price point, even though we've seen, even just in the last year, that price has escalated on the likes of gold and mimics that in silver. £6.95, I think, is incredible. You can see why Mark was so shocked and why he's shaking his head right now. This is an incredible opportunity, isn't it? Don't you think?
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It's that luxury of that buttery gold that we've got here. Well done, Essex, Belfast, Greater London. I've got Lynn in. Hi, Margaret. How are you? I've got Molly. You're in. Hi, Jacqueline. Thanks for joining us. I've got Donna, Patricia. Hello to Kay. Thanks for joining us, Kay, from Ethereal Gems. Nice name. I've got Joan in. I've got Kelvin in. Nice to meet you. I don't think we've met before, Kelvin. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's lovely to get you on board with us. My name is Rebecca Redican. But you can call me Becky if you so wish. Say that again, Poppy. Oh, I was just about to say that. It's like you've read my mind. Tom's saying, if I was a new customer, what would happen? Well, I was just going to mention that with Kelvin, because I've not seen your name before, Kelvin. You may well be a new customer. And it's well worth mentioning that if you make your first order tonight, you get, for free, 2 genuine gemstones and a free DVD.
Incredible.
And more people, you may or may not know this, but most people, when they come in, you're right, Mark. Most people, when they come in for their first order, they will buy sterling silver chains, and gemstone-wise, they're more likely to buy amethyst or labradorite as their first purchase. But yeah, this is a definite first purchase, you know, must-have, I would say. And the DVD that you get is really helpful, isn't it, Mark?
It's a complete hour, so it takes you right back to basics, how to use your tools, how to use your findings, how to make basic pieces of jewellery. So everything you can possibly need. It's brilliant.
And the great thing as well with this is that the things that you get taught, you're going to be able to really simply add, aren't you, to something like this.
Absolutely.
Anyway, where else was that? I was up to Joan and Olive. You've just come in from my neck of the woods, lovely Cumbria. Well, not my neck of the woods anymore, but still. East Riding and Yorkshire. I've got Lincolnshire in. Hi, Jane. I've got Cleopatra in.
Coming at you.
I am amazed that you've just said that. I didn't see. You didn't strike me as a Cleopatra coming at you kind of guy, but I like it. Did you used to watch the TV show?
In there somewhere.
Or did you just? Were you just a fan of the song?
Probably the song.
Okay. Margaret, Helena, Richard, hello. Is that a made-up gem? I've never heard of that one. Jade and Agate. I've never heard of that. No, it's not. It's not. Tom's going, sure, that's a made-up gemstone. I've never heard of it. But it's got a touch of the jade and the agate about it. Not quite. We will let you know in a few moments. A huge well done to every single one of you who's grabbing this, and there is oodles of you. What a great gift for your gift cupboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Or gift drawer. Drawer? Is yours a drawer or a cupboard?
Drawer. Well, it's 3 drawers.
Is it? That is a lot of gifts.
Yeah. Immediate, not immediate, and friends.
Oh, immediate family?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so immediate family, not so immediate, and then friends.
So what's the difference between immediate family and friends?
So immediate is your mum, your dad, your sister, your partner,
Got
and then aunts, uncles, cousins is not immediate.
Got you.
Does that make sense?
And then, yes, no, I get it. I love that. That's brilliant. You're so organised. I don't see why I'm so shocked.
You can upgrade them, you see.
Wow.
So downgrade them if they do something nasty.
If they've been mischievous. £6.95 for you. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, I would put one of these on these. If we wanted to do that, Mark, just for anyone who is new, how would you put maybe one of these onto this chain?
You'd have to brûlée wrap,
okay,
which is a simple wire technique. So basically, because they're top drilled, you can't use a head pin or an eye pin. You'd have to take a little piece of wire through from one side to the other. And then you'd bring the 2 ends up give it a little twist, and then you do a wrap loop, which is all explained on the DVD. The introduction DVD.
And I suppose if you had the featherweight gold-plated head pins, could you do it with that as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd work really beautifully, wouldn't it? This has got that wonderful luxury look to it as well. Don't forget, though, it's a big enough chain to take bold gemstones too. For example, oh, let me show you with this one you really like.
I love that.
Would you do it with that side, or would you prefer this size with it?
No, it will take either, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think they're larger. That's because I think that the chain's substantial enough to take that. It's not a faffy, flimsy chain, is it? It's really substantial.
No. You're looking at almost 2 grams on it in total, which is a big amount for the fact that it's solid sterling silver and the fact it's gold. And don't forget, you know, when we talk about gold, we are talking about, especially yellow gold, you like buttery gold, if you will. We're talking about upper echelons of price here. So as a general rule, although it doesn't always follow these terms, as a general rule, in your gold world, you've got your white gold, then you've got your rose gold price, and then you've got your gold price because of the purity levels within it. Mark Smith on The Late Show, what a treat! I can't wait for your kits.
Thank you.
You're going to
They're amazing.
Tom is saying the 9 o'clock kit. Oh,
Can you just confirm which is the 9 o'clock kit?
this one.
All right. Okay. So they have moved again.
Oh no. Have you flipped them? Oh, I thought it was this one. Am I wrong? I could be wrong.
I'm not sure now.
Tom? Yes. Do you know the answer? I do know the answer. Oh, it's going to be a retreat. Do you know what? Both kits beautiful. Both kits very different.
Very different.
Very
different.
So, yeah. Well, you're going to be watching till 10 for all of these treats and goodies, I hope. Oh, my goodness. One treat and or goodie I've got to show you as well, I think, is going to go great with this.
Wow.
Oh, la la.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. Is this brand new as well? Is this brand new?
I am not entirely sure. It's new to me and to The Late Show, apparently, says Tom.
Right. Wow, that's lovely.
This is your kind of shape, I reckon.
Yeah, I love that. I love that as well. Again, the gents.
Turquoise.
One for the gents, I think.
Another one for the gents.
yeah.
Don't forget, it is Father's Day this Sunday. If you have not yet written and sent your card, get on it for Friday at the latest, I'd say. Oh no, Friday will be late. Depends on the time of your post and if you're going to be using a first class or not. Anyway, well done, absolutely every single one of you. That is a beautiful chain that you've got there, your gold-plated sterling silver. I love it, I really, truly do. Well done, everyone. Really quickly, I'm going to do, yes, sorry for the reaching. Oh, is there 2 in here or is this? Bog off, it's not. These are the shorter ones as well. Oh, these ones are perfect if you've got little sparrow wrists like myself. So we do some that are like the longer ones, that are sort of 5 to 10 centimetres longer than this, don't we? These are the shorter ones. So if you've got little wrists like me, mine are around about 6, just over a 6-inch mine are. And that means that sometimes the longer tails on my bracelets can be a bit of a pain. I don't mind wearing them, to be honest, but for some people it's not quite what they look for. This isn't just if you've got sort of slightly more sort of sparrowy wrists as me, as we call them. This is also for if you've got really nice big bold gemstones and you really want a load on there. So maybe you want to take this up to, you know, like an 8.5-inch sort of standard, more standardised size. You could put whopping pieces on there, maybe such as this jet, for example. I think that looks beautiful. Pop. Gold popcorn chain, 925, solid sterling silver with genuine gold over the top. It's going to go brilliantly with the ones we've just brought you, of
Perfect
course.
match, isn't it?
Yeah, it's spot on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Both of them today for one price. Great for your Prezi draw, great for your quick makes, great for you who love a bargain. This is $19.95. If you've not seen them before, this is one of the easiest ways to get really luxurious pieces of jewellery, because basically where the 2 loops are at the end, you just complete the circuit. Complete the circuit, whether you want to put, I don't know, a couple of gemstones in there, knot it off, or whether you want to put a charm or whatever in there. And then this slider section, for all intents and purposes, becomes your fastener. So, you are good, aren't you, Dan? So this is a slightly different design, but just to give you an idea, this is something on earlier on. Here's an idea. These are the long tail ones. You see how they're quite a bit longer than the ones I'm bringing to you. But yeah, here you go. So you pop it on, and then just by pulling that section there, and you can do it by yourself. There you go. Nicely, whatever length you want it to be. So this is great for doing with, for example, these sliders. As you can see, a little bit daintier for if you just don't want something quite as bulky or as big in bases. Go ahead and pop it. Let's reveal the gemstone. Who got it right again? Was it Jeanette? Jennifer, sorry. I knew it began with a J. Jennifer in Bristol, you absolutely and completely guessed this correctly. I feel extremely privileged to be able to launch this gemstone for you. We are bringing to you today your Australian Variscite. Not only is this a very, very special gem, it is entirely natural. Now, if you maybe have seen Variscite before here at Jewellery Maker, you will have seen our Chinese Variscite. This is a whole world of difference. It truly, truly is. If you want to find out more about this, I'm going to be launching it for you at 8 o'clock. Genuinely, it's a special one-off occasion. This is a one-off purchase. We have got so much more to come, including Mark and his fabulous makes after this.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 AM for our breakfast club. We'll be bringing you low prices, last chance to buy, and end-of-line stock. Make sure you're watching because once the deals are gone, they're gone. Check out your Wall of Fame entries in this hour and be in with a chance to win £100 credit to your account. The Breakfast Club on Jewellery Maker.
Hello, I hope you can join me on Thursday the 13th of June for the morning show where we've got the whole show dedicated to impress art. So we're going to show you how to hand stamp and personalise all your pieces of jewellery. We have all the tools that you're going to need and all the fonts that you're going to need as well. So join me on Thursday the 13th from 9 AM.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Hi, I'm Marie, Head of Buying here at Jewellery Maker and also the in-house gemologist. On June 13th, we are bringing you jet. So jet is a prehistoric wood, and over millions of years it gets covered in a sediment and turns into the material that we know as jet. It's really, really beautiful, really shiny, takes a brilliant polish, very light to the touch, and nice and warm and perfect for your jewellery making. So tune in on June the 13th for jet.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Just a quick one to say huge well done to everyone who got that brand new solid sterling silver gold plated chain. It has been insanely popular. Percentage of the stock gone, what do you reckon, Tom? About?
Wow.
Easily 3/4 of the stock, which when we let you know we had like 300 of them gives you an idea. But that's ignoring all of you who had it in your basket. So do check it out whilst you can. If you have just tuned in, we have got so many more treats coming up for you tonight, including a brand new launch.
This is really weird. I've just put something in the dustbin.
Right.
And look what I found.
Ooh, a well-known chocolate packet. Minty chocolate.
I cover up the name, but you all know what it is. So I don't know who had these during the show today.
Highly jealous, whoever it is.
Yes, but isn't that funny?
I don't know if it will have been Sheila or if it's more of a Lara thing. Do you reckon it was Sheila? Dan's like, that is such a Sheila one. This is coming up for you, brand new, very special. It is an hour away. I'm going to be launching that for you in a little bit. Also excited about tomorrow's launch of the Jet. We are aware that the VTs are saying 1 o'clock. Just want to clarify this. We are doing it at 3 o'clock. The VTs is slightly wrong. It's putting our schedule at a certain point. It's myself and Liam and bringing it to you. We can't move it from where it is, which is at 3. So I'll give you a heads up on that. We might be able to put it on pre-order, but I really don't know. So we definitely won't from 1 because of where it's sitting in the schedule. But just to let you know, 3 o'clock, we've got that. There's so many things coming up for you tonight. And one thing we know you're going to absolutely love is not only the pebble needles that I've got, or the seed bead bundle, but also Mark's jewellery. Mark, this is such a fabulous collection. Love what you've done with it.
I've never seen these cabochons before. They're an absolute joy. And I always talk about when you're wrapping cabochons with seed beads, when you're bezeling, it's such a joy to have a practice with really flat cabochons. It's so easy if they're really flat. And this is just the perfect kit. And you can tell how much I've enjoyed a kit because, shall I show you what I've got left?
Yeah. Wow. So you have worked and worked and worked and used and used and used.
That's all I've got left.
That is it.
So you can always tell if I've enjoyed a kit and I get carried away. And I've got all of these as well.
Still left over.
Still left over. Yeah.
You are getting oodles in this kit.
This is amazing.
Do you mind if I just give you a heads up? I've got just shy of 100. For a reason, I'm going to say 100. I'm going to wish every single one of you luck on this, because pick your favourite one of these makes. How much would you be prepared to pay for it? Because I'm almost positive, obviously I can't read your mind, but I'm almost sure that you would be happy to pay more for the one you've just picked than you would for the entire kit. What I'm bringing to you today is truly, truly incredible. So, really quickly, I've got 100 as I've said. 3 tubes you're getting, these are your colours, your shapes, and these beautiful 2-sided shell are what you're getting. Now it is time to go and pick up the phone right here, right now. The price point we're going to is incredible. So let me just tell you everything in it and then we'll natter more, because you've got to be in quickly to grab this. So I am bringing to you your beautiful true shell. And what I mean by true shell is you've got real shell. So you can see, if you imagine this is your shell or your mollusk or however you want to think of it, it's your mother of pearl kind of look and sheen on this side. This is an arch side, and on the other side is what the outside would look like. So we've even polished that. Usually the outside, you can see a bit more of the texture here, but this is in essence the outside of the shells that you're getting. So this has been polished back, we've polished it, we've cut them, and you are getting that beautiful individual look on each and every single one of these. That sheen that you're seeing is beautiful. That myriad, there's already loads of you in for this. They can't see the price yet, or can they? Nope, it's hidden. And Tom doesn't reckon you're going to guess it either. We have got for you, well, I'll let you know, you are definitely going to be getting 245 carats of your shell. Okay, so that gives you an idea of weight. That to me is equated to 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 of these, varying thicknesses, varying looks, varying kind of sheens, but all with that same beautiful mother of pearl-esque kind of colouring. As well as that, you're getting your Miyuki seed beads. These seed beads that are known for their quality and their evenness and their symmetry. I'm going to be bringing to you all pretty special ones actually. Galvanised. Let's start off with that galvanised silver. Those are the 11Os. You've also got your translucent red gold luster. Loads of you in for these in the 11Os. That's the big tube, 23 grams. And you're going to be getting the translucent ruby. You can see how stunning these look. You can see how beautiful the jewellery that Mark's made is created. It's just divine. All slightly unique, all slightly individual today for you. Totally natural, this shell, by the way, which I don't think I've ever been able to say before, because usually it's resined and backed or whatever. Today, though, you ready? That is a steal of a deal. Wow. Surely we all agree on that. To get a kit for £22, that's astonishing. But no, today, we're not stopping there. This is a super deal. £19.95, super duper trooper. Under 20 quid for a kit. Some of you probably would have been saying, well, easily would have been saying, you know, one of those pieces of jewellery you'd be happy to pay £20 for. We're going to bring to you a late show, extra special, spectacular. Everybody pays the final closing price. Yes, you will, Robert, Melanie, Joan, Claire, you will as well, Ellen. Janice, you're going to pay the final low, as is Tracy, Greater Manchester. £18 for your Nautilus collection. But we're still not done. Nope. We're dropping it again for you. We should be paying £22, but Tom's just nudging you down, nudging you bit by bit by bit. We started off at £22. We're not staying at £18. We're going even lower. You ready for this one? Totally natural shells, remember. I've got 7. Mark had a fair few, as you can see in his collection as well. And we had the 2 large tubes and the small tube for £16 on the nose today. I think Mark's face says it all. Displeasure, says Paul. That is an incredible deal. Midlothian, you're now in. Oxfordshire, well done to you. Leicestershire, well done to you as well. Everybody today paying £16. I think that is one of the lowest priced kits I have seen in quite some time, actually. That is incredible. Tom's asking, do you have any comments, Mark?
Well, just look at those necklaces. Who in their right mind would sell one of those pieces for £4? Because that's what it is, £4. That's ridiculous.
It's sleepy when you think of it, isn't it?
Absolutely bonkers.
It really, truly is. North Yorkshire, you're now in. Well done to Norfolk, you're in with us as well, as is Hampshire and Berkshire, you're in with us too. West Midlands, you've literally just come through and checked out on the telephone. Well done to you. Loads of you in on this one, absolutely oodles of you. Let us just remind you, you know, even if we broke this down further, let me just say to you, you've got galvanised seed beads, translucent seed beads, these ones as well that have got that sort of translucency finish. Even if these were a £5 each,
I know.
that'd be a good deal, wouldn't it? Especially for the large ones. You know, a £5 for the large tubes would be a really good on-air discount deal. And then you'd be getting all these shells for £1. I mean, it's astonishing when you consider, do you think?
But the backs are absolutely incredible, aren't they? Now, I've covered a couple of mine up because obviously I wanted to show the front, I wanted to show the translucency from the front, but some of the backs, I mean, if you're making sort of tribal, ethnic type jewellery, I just think it's fantastic. Absolutely amazing. And being a brooch bases and anything like that, I just think they're ace.
I love how you can sort of follow the grooves of some of them with your thumb, almost like a worry stone type feel it's got, hasn't it?
They have actually, yes.
They're beautiful for that reason. Now we are going to dive on into the demonstration. Mark, I am with you, my love. Don't forget, Mark's with us for a couple of hours now, so if you want to send him a text, feel free. 65777, start your text with the word JM Studio. You could ask him loads of questions, such as, Mark, what's your favourite flower that's out in your garden at the moment?
At the moment, rose.
The roses.
Yeah, we've got this beautiful rose, which we only planted last year. We've got a whole bed of them, and it's called Roald Dahl. And it's sort of a peachy, orangey, yellow colour, and the smell is just...
That sounds beautiful.
Amazing. So at the moment we've got Olivia, we've got Darcy Bustle, and we've got Roald Dahl in our beds.
Well,
as it were.
That sounds like a brilliant thing.
No, roses. It's the year of the rose. Because we didn't have a very cold winter.
No.
We had that dry spell over February and March, and then we had a bit of water.
And is that what rose is like?
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect.
£16 for you on this one. We're going to dive on into a demo now, but if you do want to ask Mark any questions such as that, or Jewellery Maker related, do feel free. Mark, I am with you.
Marvellous. So, we've got a little something coming up in a moment.
Sorry, we do.
Yeah. So, I was given this kit, and I thought, right, I'm going to do half of them free bezel, and the other half I was going to set on backing foundation.
Okay.
So it's quite difficult to decide which side I wanted to glue down.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So I've chosen two of the cabochons that are less patterned on the back, so I wouldn't feel so guilty gluing them down. To cover them down. So I use the glue that's super, purely because I haven't got the patience to wait overnight for glue to set. I want to get on. So I use, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But because of the back of these cabochons, they're quite, they're not rough, what's the word, textured. It's a really good base to hold your glue. So they're really fantastic. So what I've done, I've glued a couple, so I'll use this sort of oval shape. Okay. And you can see the colours coming through on there. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Stunning.
It's like tin foil, isn't it? It's just amazing.
Beautiful.
Don't you think?
And you can see the greens and the pinks and the golds. Gorgeous. Infinity check beads coming up for you in a little bit, as well as the seed bead bundle and those pebbles as well. Yeah. These ones
I launched those.
Little treat for your mum.
Okay.
And for you, of course, at home. So
in the kit, you get 6 and 2 size 11. Now, on one of the cabochons, I bezeled the base with 11 O's.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you how to do the 6 O's because they're slightly larger to show on a demonstration, but it's exactly the same way. So what I'm going to show you is how you start to bezel a cabochon onto your backing foundation.
Perfect, which I've got coming up in a minute.
So I'm going to use the 6 O's. And I've got my my piece of backing foundation. I always tend to do 2 inches bigger than the cabochon all the way around, just so it's easier to hold on to as you're doing your stitching. And then what I do then is at the end of the design, I just fold it back, and then I cut, leaving the exposed cabochon setting.
Okay.
So I've got my needle, and I've popped on a piece of my thread, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to knot the end of my thread, and what I do to knot it is I do an overhand knot 3 times. So I'll just take it over once, twice, 3 times, and then pull nice and tight, and that's a substantial enough knot to have at the back to stop your thread from coming through.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we've got our super glued cabochon at the back. It doesn't matter where I start, but I tend to start halfway down the right hand side as I'm holding the cabochon. and I'm going to take my needle from the back and I'm going to come up to the front as close as you can to the cabochon. So then when you pull your needle through, okay, because of the texture of the backing foundation and because the warp and the weft are so condensed, that knot's not going to come through. That's going to keep it nice and tidy. And I'm just going to hold on to that tail just to keep it out of the way. And then you need to decide on the number of beads you're going to use per movement as you're doing your cabochon setting. So I always start with I'm using 6 O's, I put on 2 every time and I come back through 1, through 2, back through 1. That'll make perfect sense in a second. So I'm going to take my first 2 beads and I'm going to slide them down into position. I'm just going to give them a little push so they sit nice and neatly in position. And then what I'm going to do, just make sure that's sitting nice and, oops, it's making a run for it. I'll bring these down. So I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to place it so it's touching the second bead that we've placed on, and I'm going to go into the middle of that bead down through the backing foundation. So then when I pull the needle through, they're going to sit nice and neatly on the top. Okay, so you've got your first 2. I'm going to take my needle again from the back up to the front, in between those 2 6 O's, so try and get as close as you can to those beads. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to pull that up through, and I'm going to take my needle through 1 of my 6 O's. Bring it through nice and tight, and then I'm going to pick up my next 2. So it's always pick up 2. When you're using 11 O's, I tend to pick up 4 through 2, 4 through 2, 4 through 2, but because of these so much larger, just take your time using the 2. So I've placed on my next 2, I'll pop them down to the last 2 we put on. I'm going to take my needle, butting up against that last 6 O, into the middle, down through, I'm going to pull that needle through. Because you're using 6 O's, you can actually do this original frame quite quickly. Okay. So just going to pull that through. Okay. And I'm just going to take my needle up in between the last 2, make sure it's nice in position, and I'm going to go through 1. Pull it through nice and tight, and then just give it a wiggle, little nudge. I'm going to pick up 2, slide that down, and then just feed it, just using the thread, just take it and just mould it in the position of your cabochon. Just give it a little nudge, take my needle again, butting up against that last 6 O, flip it over, just going to pull that through nice and tight.
And what size needle are you using, Mark?
I'm using a size 12.
Oh, I've got some size 12s and size 10s actually coming up in this pebble. Pebble.
Okay, so what we'll do then is you'll just continue all the way around. And because of the type of bezeling that I've done, you need to make sure that you are placing an even number of beads. So as you're going around, just keep count. And I think it was something like 60 or 58, 60 all the way around. So as I said, because you're using the 6 O's, you can do that quite quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend I've gone all the way around, okay, and I'm going to show you how I did the next section. Okay, so what you do is once you've gone all the way around with your beads, you then take your needle all the way round twice, maybe 3 times because of their 6 O, and that'll make sure that they're locked nice and tightly in position. And then we're going to go back to the very beginning. So obviously you'd come up in between 2 of your beads. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through 1, and then we're going to choose another colour. So I'm going to go for my silver.
The pebble beads are available to you in now. So if you do want to grab them, you've got the 4 packs. So you're getting 2 of the size 10s and you're getting 2 of the size 12s. And sorry, numbers, well, size 12s and size 10s. For anyone who's new, what is the difference between a 10 and a 12, Mark?
Okay, so a size 12 is smaller than a size 10, which sounds really odd. You think it would be the other way around. So a size 12 is slightly thinner, it's got a smaller eye, it's got a sharper point than a size 10. And so if you're using small seed beads, so your 15Os or your 11s, you can use your size 10, but if you're doing multiple passes, if you're doing peyote, for example, after a while you won't be able to get the needle through because there'll be the thickness of the bead hole and then your threads as well. So I tend to use if you're using 15s or 11s, I tend to use a size 12 needle. If you're going for your 11s, 8s and 6s, you then can go up to a size 10.
And you've got both of them in this pack. As you can see, it's created in this really useful, kind of easy, good quality packaging. And it's English needles, English made needles that you're getting in here. And it is, of course, by the Beadsmith. So, as you can see, you're getting absolutely oodles and oodles of usability here. And I will just say it is reusable as well. So you've got the 4 needles, and I'll say this packaging is open, so I will take it out just to show you. But yeah, here you go. This is your beading sort of pebble, if you will. It's dead easy to use. All of our guest designers have them. You can see here is your section where you know, is reusable, and you can place loads. You can not just 4 that fit in there. There's a fair few that get in there. So it's a great top-up of needles and a great way to store and save your needles as well. Oh, good click, satisfying click as well. £3.95 for it. I'm back with you, lovely Mark.
Okay, so we've gone all the way around, okay, and we've strengthened 2 or 3 times, depending on how many times you want to go around. I think if I'm using a 6-0, I'm going to go for 3.
Okay.
So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up in between 2 of my 6-0s, and I'm going to pick up 3 of my 11s, and I'm going to go for the silver. We want to contrast. Okay, and I'm going to miss 1 through 1. Like so, and this will just give a little anchor around the top of that 6-0. Then we're going to pick up another 3, so 1, 2, 3. We're going to miss 1 through 1. Now this is why you need to make sure you have an even amount of your 6-0s. Otherwise you'll get to the end and you'll be a bead less or a bead too many, and you won't be able to do the design. So then you're going to go all the way around until you have these little scallops. Now once you've got to this point, because you've got the little gap in between here, you can fill it with your next round. So we'll pretend that I've gone all the way around. I'm going to come up in between those 2 6s at the beginning. So once you've done that first base, it's just experimenting and trying different designs. Because we've got 3 of our little silvers, we're going to go up through 2, which will be exiting through the middle of the 3. So I can go through 2 at once. So 1 and then up through 2. So I'm now exiting through the middle of those 11s.
Okay.
So I've got that space here in between to the next 11. So I'm going to then move on to my red 11s.
All of these are part of the kit, which is currently sat on the website. So if you want to join us at JewelleryMaker.com, it was the Nautilus collection. We're actually going to put it as the main graphics. Should have been just shy of £22, which was already a discounted deal, but it's £16 for you tonight.
Brilliant. Okay, so we've got this gap in between the 2 11s, so I'm going to fill that gap with a red 11, a silver 11, and a 6, and then revert back to in reverse. And I'm going to skip across that gap into that silver 11.
Okay.
Okay, so then that will fill the next little round. So you continue all the way around.
That's lovely.
So you can imagine you've got lots of these little hills and divots. So then you've got that little space then to fill the next round. So if I show you what I've done on this one here, okay, if I lay that down flat, so you can see there that I've got my, so this was my initial round of 6-0 reds, which you've got on your little section here.
Yeah.
And then I've made my little, so on here I've used groups of 3. On this piece I've groups of 5.
Okay.
So I've repeated that group of 5 pattern all the way around. Then I had my gaps and I've gone round and filled with these 6-0s. And then you've added another group of 5 little red 11-0s, which then gives you a gap then to fill with the next round. And because at this point here, I could have, well, if I wanted to, kept going because I've got this little gap in between here. So you could then fill with the next round. But this all stems from your gluing your cabochon nice and tight onto your backing foundation. Then do your inner diameter. So this one I've used 6-0s. If I bring this one across, this one here, I've used 11-0s. So can you see I've got the 11-0s on the inside?
Yeah.
So obviously you need to, that's probably going to take 3 or 4 times as long because the beads are so small. And then once you've done this, you can then start embellishing and doing all your different designs. But it's really important that you have an even number of beads on your first frame. Otherwise, any design you choose, it won't work
It's a bit
because
wonky.
you're going to have a weird bead left at some point. So, but it's brilliant.
That is such a cool design, isn't it? And it looks really elaborate, I think, once it's done. It just frames everything beautifully. Yeah. You have just tuned in as a quick reminder. The demonstration Mark's just done for us there is all about this kit with beading foundation, which I've got coming up for you later on. But just a reminder, you get the 2 large tubes, the smaller tube of the galvanised 11 O's, and then that, which is brand new to me, selection of natural shell. I got 7 in mine. So that is just a beautiful demo. Mark, thank you so much. The jewellery's fantastic, as per usual.
Thank you.
It's really pretty. So thank you very much for that, Mark. I have got the infinity beads coming up for you, and I cannot wait to learn all about these because I've never had them on show before.
Okay.
And you launched them, Mark. I can't wait to find out all about them. Before it, though, I think something that's going to make any seed bead lover smile.
Wow. Oh, fantastic.
All 11 O's. Look at the amount. Red and yellow, pink and... Oh, they're stuck together. Purple, orange and blue. And then all of these ones. That's incredible collection that we've got here. Right, let me stand them all up so you can have a really nice pan across. First things first, 11 O's. What are they good for?
So 11 O's is the seed bead size that I got started with. Okay. So your size 6 and your 8 are larger than your 11s and smaller than your 15s. Okay, so that's what you need to remember. And 11O is a really good starting seed bead if you want to have a go at peyote, for example, or you want to do your seed bead bezeling. And they're small enough to be intricate, but large enough to be able to do several passes through with your needle and thread. They're fantastic. And the 11 denotes to the number of beads, whole uppermost in an inch. Okay, so there's 11 in an inch. Your 8 will be 8 in an inch. Your 6 will be 6 in an inch. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So they're amazing. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 12, 13. Unlucky for some, but not us seed beaders. I'll give you all the specific names real quick. They're all 11 O's, as you know. Emerald lined light grey, galvanised hot pink, galvanised yellow. You've got your burnt cinnamon, your dusty lilac, your rose gold, your wine, galvanised wine actually, your gunmetal seed beads, your matte metallic patina, your blue green, your yellow lustre, your amethyst aurora borealis, your crystal lined, those are silver, and your silver lined ruby. Plenty in there, it's safe to say. This is your ultimate collection of your seed bead. Altogether, $75.95. Just go. Brilliant. That's ace. That's brill. And can I just quickly say something?
Of course you can.
I don't know if Tom knows this.
What?
All gunmetal seed beads have been quarantined for special projects, and I noticed that we've got a tube in this bundle, so I would grab
I did not know that.
I would snap.
Tom's just said, sorry, why are you telling me this now?
I would snap this bundle up for the gunmetal.
$51.95 for you today. Can you go on, give us a clue. What do you mean, a secret project?
Special project.
Well, what do you mean by special project?
It's special projects from I can't say anything about. We've got something really special happening in October. For me, it's probably the most special thing I've ever done in my Jewellery Maker career. And the gunmetal is quite an integral part of this
collection. Sorry, says Tom.
Yeah. So
exciting.
So I'll be snaffling this up just for that. Can I just put it on show, make a little feature of it so everyone can see what Tom's done?
Yeah. It's that one.
Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Is that one there? How perfect with tomorrow's jet launching 3 o'clock. There's so... Oh, and actually, just as a side note... With... Ooh.
This is probably the finest 11O selection I think I've ever seen, looking at them.
Why?
I think every one of them colour... a special, apart from the yellow, I think every one of them is a special. Yes, it is, isn't it? They're silver lined, they're all gold lined, or galvanised, or
they've got some extra about them.
Yeah.
Evening, Becky and Mark. Your jewellery is fantastic.
Thank you.
Says the lovely Melanie. You're not wrong.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Thank you.
That is such a great palette. Obviously, you don't have to use them all together.
No, absolutely.
It's lovely colour palette.
Gunmetal and yellow, I think together those two would be brilliant.
Well done to one and all. Okay, I've got some Fireline for you now. This is in the smoke grey colour, so not as dark as some that you get. Why do you like your Fireline? Because I've seen you use
well, I use Fireline or Wildfire, either or, whichever I take out of the box. I don't particularly look at which one I'm picking up. But they're just fantastic because not only can you use them for your seed beading and all your general beading work, but if you have strands of, let's go diamond nuggets, for example, you know how tiny, tiny the drill holes are. Now, not even our smallest, finest size 13 needle will go through a diamond nugget. Right. You need to use your 0.25 wire. Yeah. Or use this, but don't use it with a needle. Actually use the thread as the needle because the structure of it is quite strong and sturdy. Yeah. And actually use that as the needle to go through your diamond nugget. So for that reason alone, I think it's fantastic. That's brilliant. To have in your stash.
And remember that this brand is originally known as a fishing brand, a fishing wire brand, hence the logo. So it can take a lot of weight, and even with, you know, diamond nuggets, for example, you know, it's got that strength, even if something does get a little bit caught, for example. This is your £8 that we've got here, and it is a full 50 yards. And my local crafting store, you can't get it for the price you're about to see, we are bringing to you today your £8 Fireline for, well, £8. £7.95 today, and you're getting 50 yards, which is about 40 something metres, isn't it? 42 metres-ish.
And I always look at this when you say £6 break rate or £8 break rate. I mean, £8 is equivalent to 4 bags of sugar. I mean, when you think of it in bags of sugar-wise, that's incredible, isn't it? You wouldn't even wear a weight of a bag of sugar or half a bag of sugar around your neck, would you? So,
no, probably not.
That's fantastic
That's
stuff.
a really good point.
Really good.
£7.95 today. It's a must, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's really good to have different gauges as well because they're different thicknesses. And if you really don't want to use a size 12 needle, you want to use a size 10. If you look at the different gauges of your Fireline and the Wildfire, that enables you then to keep your size 10 needle but use a finer thread. You don't want to go for a thicker thread and a size 10 with a 15.0 needle. It just won't work. So to have all the gauges and different colours, it's brilliant.
That is a perfect pairing alongside it, isn't it? Moving on now. Well done. Okey pokes. I brought these the other day. They are stunning, aren't they? What do you love about them?
Well, I just love the fact that now that we can make pearl drop earrings that is actual drop, not a round pearl, which is really nice.
This looks like La Peregrina design. You know, the drop necklace that was auctioned off for a staggering amount of money.
That Queen Elizabeth I owned, and then Elizabeth
Taylor. Yeah, it's got over 500 years worth of history actually. Yeah, that was marketed off, but it is a very well-known design, and it has a drop like this. Obviously, these are more perfect. It's a show pearl, but it's got that kind of decadence to it. I adore this shape. I think it's very elegant. Does that make sense? I feel like it's quite an elegant look that we've got here. You've got something really beautiful in the size of these as well, because you're not a million miles away from a 2 centimetre drop. Now, why is that a good thing in a shell pearl?
The what, sorry?
Sort of like a 2 centimetre drop.
I just think whether it's a single pearl earring, I mean, I think that's really nice. They're big enough to use as a pendant. They're really good if you want to make, I like Kumihimo necklace tassels, you know, the open lariat necklaces, with just suspending one of those from either end, just to give it a bit of weight.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Do you know the story about Liz Taylor's pearl? Do you know the story? It's
the cursed pearl.
Oh no! The pearl. Well, she bought this necklace for £5 million or $5 million when it was, and she was in her holiday chalet in the Swiss Alps, and her lawyer bought it for her and went through the airport and got in a taxi, drove and met her there, and she tried it on, and she threw it on the bed, and she left. She always used to keep all of her diamond jewellery on the bed. She never used to pack it away.
Oh, okay.
And she came to put it on, and the pearl had gone missing off the bottom of the necklace.
No.
And her little Shih Tzu was on the middle of the carpet chewing, and before they got there, the dog swallowed it, and they had to wait for it to pass before they could retrieve the pearl.
And they sold that necklace on. Don't forget.
Yes, so it's been through her dog, And then it was cleaned and put back on the necklace again.
Bet they didn't mention that when they auctioned it. Bet you. We are bringing to you, thankfully, not the same pearl. These are your beautiful ivory drops. You're looking at 12mm by 18mm. We've got Glenda messaging in for you. Hi, Mark. Could you help me with what is the best plant to put to stop the cats? They are, they think my front is the neighbourhood toilet. Love Glenda.
Okay, there's it's called the scaredy cat plant. All garden centres sell it, and it's a member of the coleus family, and it really does. I mean, I can't handle the smell, and cats really hate it. So you know the effect that cat mint has on cats. Yes. They roll in it and they go a bit. The scaredy cat plant has the opposite effect. It just drives them away. So it's called the scaredy cat plant. It's available in most garden centres. You buy a little 9cm pot, but it really does smell horrible.
Does it? So your lawn's going to smell a bit. What's it smell like? Can you describe it?
You need to rub the smell.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually.
It's sort of rancid, rotting flesh sort of smell, but cats find it really bad. You won't smell it in general, but you need to rub the plant, or like cats, they go anywhere near it. And, scaredy cat plant is called.
Good tip. Thanks for the text in, Glenda. We are bringing the peacocks now.
Wow.
I can't remember what the price of that one was. Was it? $9.95, that one. Bringing to you now the peacock drops, and I've got to show you these up close and personal, because I think they look really nice in real life. You can see it on the recording, but they look from afar like any normal kind of sort of denim, almost blue, but look at that. Almost, you see on the bottom where the light's reflecting, you can see almost this sort of diesel on the floor. You know, you see it, or
it's like a magic eye picture.
Can you do them?
No, I've never seen anything in a magic eye picture.
Oh, they make my head go funny. Anyway, I have got for you here your peacock shell pearl. They have got this beautiful, almost oil on water look, this kind of sheen. You know when you see them in washing up bubbles? You've got that lovely quality. And again, it is, it's almost like when you see Tahitian pearls. When you see Tahitian pearls from afar, they have this lovely dark blue colour, but get up close and you get to see that pearlescence. That's the sort of look you're getting here. Obviously, they're not Tahitian pearls, though, or else you could quite easily pop a, well, oof, blimey. I was going to say you could quite easily pop a 1 on the front of that price, but, okay, let's be silly, you could easily pop a couple of 1s, actually, on the front of that. But for you today, we have got your beautiful shell in this wonderful myriad of colour. I think if you wanted to grab this, it could be a nice pairing for...
Well, that works.
Does it?
That. I really like that.
I mean, it's a bit different. I've never done that as a pairing. $8.45 this is coming up. I think that works quite...
Yeah, I love that combination. Because you've got enough purple in the pearl, haven't you, to take up the purple of... I love that.
It's a bit different, isn't it? Don't forget my launch gemstone coming up in approximately 32.5 minutes-ish. Not long. Also, this would go... Well, would it go nice with that?
Yep.
Very excited. Well done, all. Plenty of viewing on that one. Tell me what it should be in that box, Sweet Pea. Ooh, I'll be straight with you. There's nothing in that box, my love. Yep, I've got the silver. Now, these are silver, but facets.
So you can't facet a pearl, can you?
No, you cannot, sadly, due to the structure of it.
That's unusual. I've not seen the faceted.
No, I launched these the other day on, was it on the mid-show, the late show? Wow. They were popular. We had plenty of them, but we are bringing them to you tonight as something a little bit different. I think they are quite contemporary.
Were you on a late show last week with Katie Parker?
No, that wasn't me. It
wasn't
Lucy.
You. It might have been Lucy. Katie Parker had an amazing kit where it was grey, this sort of colour, round pearls. Yeah. And what she did was she did a technique where you pop seed beads in rows on the outside of the pearl, and it looked beautiful. And you could replicate that with this, and because they're faceted, the seed beads would sit so beautifully on the
Snug.
outside edge. Yeah.
That's a nice idea. We're bringing to you this wonderful silvery quality. I think they're really contemporary. One of these, quite simply, maybe on that gold chain, because I quite like that mixed metal look, is going to work beautifully with that gold-plated chain I did before. You have got this lovely faceting, and if I just sort of explain the facet work to you on each and every one, you've kind of at what we would maybe refer to as the skirt on this. You've got the smooth area at the skirt, and then you've got sort of the 3 facet points at the top, giving it that almost pyramid finish. And then on the base of it, you've got the spherical facets, which is very unusual to have perfectly kind of circular, if you will, facets, but you've got it all going on in here for £9.95. A fabulous price for a fabulous organic. And don't forget, if organics are your jam, you're going to love the jet I'm launching for you tomorrow, but you're also going to love that kit that Mark's just done as well. £9.95 on this strand. This is one from the kit that we did momentarily ago. Doesn't make sense, but you get where I'm coming from. The star buy. The star buy now. So excited to learn all about these. If you had to summarise these in one sentence, Mark, what would it be?
In one sentence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just before we play the sting.
Okay, I would say a very sexy super duo.
Whoa! Star buy! What we're about to bring to you is a little bit of an extra special treat, and I know full well that I'm with the gent who launched these here at Jewellery Maker, so I've got to ask you about them.
Okay, can I open the pack out?
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Is that all right, Tom? Yes, he's saying.
So, on our trip to Czech Republic in January, we went to the factory that make the infinity beads. Okay, so these are infinity. And we also sold its sister bead called the Trinity. So the infinity, as you can see, is like an infinity sign or a figure 8. And the Trinity is exactly the same as this, but it's a triangle shape with 3.
Okay.
And what you can do, we launched this on Seed Bead Day of Birthday Week, I believe, so it wasn't too long ago. And we launched a sell-along DVD as well with techniques on how to use the Trinity, this infinity, and then the 2 together, so there's lots of different pieces of jewellery. So they're fantastic, and as I said, if you treat them, so all the techniques that you can do with a super duo, you can do with an infinity bead as well. Cool. And they're absolutely ace, and you get so many, I mean, you get hundreds in a pack, and they come in all sorts of colours, and I think the 2 of the colours that we've got in this bundle are double-sided, so you have a solid metallic finish on one side, and on the other side it's clear, so it picks up the colour from the back.
Let me pick one of them up for you, because I know you're looking on that camera now.
So this is the silver, and then we do exactly the same sort of finish in a gold. So it's gold on one side, and then the see-through on the other side, and then we've got the 2 matte in the emerald green and the plum, I think it is. Is it the plum?
The crystal amber, the burgundy, the emerald, and the Labrador.
Yep. So
we've got in here.
Yes,
25 grams
so
each.
Labrador is the silver, and then that's the amber, and then as you said, that's the burgundy and the green.
The alabaster emerald.
Fantastic. It's fantastic. And as I said, you get so many. And I think the DVD's available on the website, if I remember right. I think we've got some in stock at the moment. But yeah, they're fantastic.
What was it called? I can have a little research of it.
It's called Trinity, Infinity and Beyond. Exactly.
That's a brilliant name.
Yes.
Trinity. Oh, hang on. Trinity Infinity. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got the kit, but we don't seem to have the DVD.
Right.
Maybe someone's already scheduled it.
Oh, right, yeah.
But don't worry, Tom's going to triply check. He's going to triply check.
So they're amazing.
For anyone who's new, what is the kind of process of making these beads? Because it must be hard.
So, first of all, there is a firm in the Czech Republic called Preciosa. Now, Preciosa are the biggest, well, one of the biggest. Miyuki is the biggest in the world. And then Preciosa is the neck with them, really. Yeah. And this is a glass rod. Now, Preciosa they produce these huge glass rods. They're 1 metre long, and then they ship these glass rods out to one of 53 different manufacturers of pressed glass beads in the Czech Republic. Okay. Now, Preziosa only make glass rods and what their version of a seed bead, which is called a rock-eye. Okay. The pressed beads, so any beads that are shaped, other manufacturers produce them from these glass rods. So one of the manufacturers of which these came from are the manufacturer of the business who make Patty McCourt's pressed beads.
Yes.
This is the same manufacturer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Manufacturer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it starts off with this glass. This is then melted. It's put through a pressing process and then a drilling hole process.
Yeah.
And then it's put through various tumblers and then the coaters and the dyers. And we've worked out roughly on average from mining to popping a bead of a gemstone on a necklace, it's averaging 13 processes. With a pressed glass bead, it's over 30.
Wow.
So you can't imagine that from that you've got these tiny little beads. It's quite phenomenal. There's masses of processes, and all of these different processes are manned by somebody. So it's massive.
And they all take time, effort, and money. Let's remember.
Yes, yeah, and there's a massive lead time. I think these are the last few that we've got left over from the launch. Right. And it takes between 3 and 6 months to get the next load in. Yeah. So these were ordered when we were over in the Czech Republic.
Got you.
So that was in the end of January, and we had them to sell in May. So 3.5 months.
So these, your final few to be able to grab.
Yes.
Now we have got an okay quantity, but people are already checking out. And we'll let you know my quantity is 100 exactly. Woo!
Brilliant.
What do you think of that price point on your screen right now?
That's ace. That's fantastic. As I said, we've only played these have only been on our screens once before when we launched them.
Right.
This is brilliant. And as I said, you've got 2 matte finishes in a green and burgundy, and then you've got the 2 colour variations in there. I mean, those two are perfect, aren't they? I mean, you've got your gold and your silver. That's brilliant.
$16.95 for you now as a close out deal.
Yeah,
what would your, if you're trying to sort of say to someone at home, what would your maybe tip be with these?
Okay, I would, if you've got memory wire at home in your stash, take 2 separate pieces of memory wire and thread them on the 2 pieces. They make really good, simple bangles.
That's a nice idea.
And then also what you can do is you can take 2 pieces of beading thread on 2 needles if you want to, or do it on one side and then on the second side, and just thread them on with a little seed bead in between. Again, make simple bracelets. You can get elasticity 0.5 millimetre on these as well, so you can make really good double row stretchy bracelets. So just keep it really simple, get to know how they work, and then you can start incorporating different patterns and other seed beads. But as I said, if you work with super duos, and we've done so many DVDs and kits on super duos, just treat them as a super duo and you can replicate every single design.
That's amazing, isn't it?
They're ace. I love them.
100 of these we do not have them anymore though. We don't have 100 anymore. And I think the lovely thing with this is, as you've sort of aforementioned, that it's not just for seed beaders. Obviously, you can use these with different mediums.
Yeah, you can mix them with the gemstones, you can pop them into your cerulean if you wanted to, you can mix them in with your Swarovskis. They're just brilliant. And as I said, I think, what was the gram weight? Did you say 20 or 25?
25 grams in each bag.
Yeah, this is the largest gram weight that we do for seed beads as well, of the Infinity. As I said, if you've got Trinity at home, you can incorporate the 2 together, as we show you on the DVD. And we've ordered new colourways for these, so these are being made as we speak. So
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well done, one and all on that one. I've got to grab in some more things. Sorry, just reaching across here. Oh, half drills. Half drills, perfect for the likes of your shell pearl, perfect for the likes of your earrings, perfect for your buttons, great to just drill in, use the drill hole, glue them in to a little bit of a wire work base to do something nice like a ring. Catch! We've got pack of 3, but it's 3 times over, isn't it? So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 actually you're going to be getting in here. Oh wow, 9 of them you're going to be getting. So I've not seen these in ages. I think they're absolutely fab. They look great in fascinators. You know, when you do your tiara twist on your wire and literally just glue it in. Job's a good one. But of course, they're perfect for your flat backs. I, as you may or may not know, have a business whereby I essentially do commission shoes decorated for events. You need flat backs for things like that, flat surfaces. These are going to be perfect for upcycling, therefore, especially if you're using your fabric glue on the back of them. Because of that little aperture, you've got more grippage, basically. But also, it's going to be perfect for your cards. If you're a card maker like myself as well, you can post these without being too worried that they're, you know, going to get scratched up like a normal pearl would. £8.95 is great, but we're going to make it even better. Imagine popping a little bit of precious metal wire through there, and then you've got a little, goodness, got a little stud earring.
Wow.
£4 for 9 of them, 44p each. That is brilliant, isn't it?
I'd bead bezel them, as we did earlier in the demo. Use size 11s and then start, because you can make rings. Because sometimes cabochons are too big when once you've bezeled them to make rings or little stud earrings. They're brilliant. Have a little practice with your bezeling on these.
That's a really lovely idea. These are going to look lovely as a little stud earring as well, aren't they? I think. Are they a little bit too big? No, actually, they're not, are they?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, sorry, you and me. So, turn the right way.
Not at all.
No.
That's nice.
Do you, if you remember producer Helena? She used to be a producer, and then she worked in the background. She worked in the kit team, didn't she?
Right, yeah.
And lovely Helena used to have a set of stud shell pearl earrings that were just shy of 40 quid. And they were literally just like that. Really? She wore them every single day, and they were a well-known brand. And they were just shy of 40 quid for the pair. Yeah. Anyway, £4. £4. Well done, Claire and Rita and Olive and Greater London. Multi-buyers in on this one, actually. I've got West Sussex in, I've got East Riding in with us. Well done to you all. Many of you have it in your baskets and you're on the phone lines. Don't forget, it's a free phone number, 0800 644 655. Press 1 is the number to call, or you can do it on JewelleryMaker.com, or you can tap the app if you wish. That reminded you of an old advert from the 90s. I know what you mean. Black Fossil Jasper. Wow.
I've got these.
Oh my gosh,
bought all the
this
Fossil
is
Jasper,
stunning. I've not
love
seen
them.
this before. Oh my days.
Look at those fossils. I mean, they're amazing.
Why did you go for it?
I've got all of the fossil Jaspers. Every single strand. I've got all the cabochons. I just love them. Absolutely love them. I'm fascinated by them. They're living creatures that have obviously been fossilised in your Jasper. Love them.
That is amazing.
Oh, look.
You have got that beautiful coralization in here. Remember, we can no longer sell coral, and I don't just mean us here. It is an industry-wide lockdown ban, if you will, on your coral. This is fossilised with Jasper, in essence, and you are getting that moment of the actual almost coral look. You can almost see it kind of cut through the apex, in a way, if you will. We have got so much in here, and because this strand in particularly is so sizable, I feel like it really portrays that kind of canvas style beauty to each one. These aren't diddy tiny whereby you're squinting to look into them. These are sizable pieces of epic proportions whereby the kind of starburst quality of the fossils is absolutely blatant. This is really uniqueness. Pair it with your wood, maybe. Pair it with your jets. Perfect addition. We are bringing to you 600 carats worth of your black fossil cut Jasper, beautifully sizable, epic proportions, $24.95 for you today. These are huge pieces. I've never seen anything quite like this.
They're amazing, aren't they?
They really are.
That's just a work of art, isn't it?
I can imagine so many guest designers loving working with this. I imagine if I got on tomorrow am I with Gemma Crow tomorrow? Mid-show, pretty sure it is. I can imagine Gemma Crow working with them. I could imagine Deb Rudge actually really enjoying these, and I could definitely imagine you working with them too. So what would you do with them?
Well, I would keep them as individual pendants. A long navel length chain, bit of a tassel. I think it'd be fantastic.
That would look lovely. Yeah, a bit of a tassel at the bottom.
Yeah.
In seed beads or gemstones or?
Gemstones, I think. I'm loving the idea of putting them with a jet.
I mean, that would just work
Just really nice.
perfectly well.
I love this jet because it's not so shiny and glossy, is it? It's really,
No.
it's a really nice natural. That's just perfect.
Yeah. If your jet is too glossy, it may well be fake. Oh, stay there. Doesn't necessarily mean it is, but it may well be. Okay, it does sound a bit like one of those posters or whatever you get on social media. Okay, deep shell. Deep blue shell. Say that number again, Sweet Pea. Oh my goodness, it's hiding right in the corner. Ooh, yes, yes. So you know the indigo one that we had earlier on, slightly more purpley. This one is, as we say, deep blue. What do you like about this denim-y colour, Mark?
It's just beautiful.
You're actually wearing this colour at the moment. I feel like it's in these bits here. See it? Mm. We have got for you 8mm here. They're beautiful. What do you think about this as a stretchy?
It's beautiful, isn't it? Just as it is. Just trying to think what we've got. I think it would work with the rose quartz as well. Again, those little wheels, I'll put them with. I keep forgetting we've got this amazing rose quartz coming. I think that works really well together.
I love that together.
Lovely.
It's lovely, isn't it? We have got rose quartz showcase, brand new, coming up for you in a few as well. That'll be coming up after that brand new launch gemstone that I've got for you. You've got £3.95 on this one. If you LOVE a bargain, don't forget I did under £5 at the start of the show, so you can have a little nosy. Back on JewelleryMaker.com if you wanted to. £3.95 for you today on that lovely denim look. And actually quite like.
Yeah. And with those with the red seed beads as well. Very patriotic.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a lovely idea. Yeah. £3.95. If you want to get involved, JewelleryMaker.com. Don't forget your £3.95 postage packaging is capped until midnight, so make the most of it. Let's have. Now I know. Oh.
Look at these.
I know full well that you love an unusual and interesting gemstone.
Yes. Well, before I joined Jewellery Maker, I didn't realise that you could get amethyst in different colours.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No.
So to get green amethyst, I thought, wow, that's amazing. No idea. These are just so beautiful.
The intriguing thing about this, that I've got to say, I don't think you get to see that often,
Right.
is that this has got the laboratory tested name of Prasiolite.
Oh, look at that.
Now remember, not all green amethyst is Prasiolite. All Prasiolite is green amethyst, but all green amethyst is not Prasiolite. It has to be a very specific hue to be given the laboratory test of Prasiolite, and these have obviously passed that specific test. So what you're getting here is this, I always think of it as like a vintage verdigris silver green. What I've got to say, obviously I'm really excited about bringing you Prasiolite. I love bringing you Prasiolite. It will say that on the authenticity certificate, don't forget, it will say Prasiolite, not green amethyst. But also, I'm obsessed with this cut. So the shape itself is the olive shape, and then what you're getting is, in essence, this almost step cut that follows around it. So when you're looking kind of down the aperture of these, can you see how you get that sort of crisscross design? It's incredible, isn't it? That is so beautiful. I'll just pop one of these onto a beading needle as well, just so you can see. You've got this really wonderful kaleidoscopic look. So let me just show you on this one how they look as they move too.
Wow.
Oh, only been seen once before, and that was last year. Look at that.
Looks like an aeroplane engine, doesn't it?
Does, like the propellers, yeah.
That's amazing.
You have got now $44.95 is reducing. This is for 5 of them. They are a luxury stone, not a green amethyst. Well, yes, a green amethyst, but not just, should I say, a green amethyst. A glowing, iconic example of that wonderful silver blue green of your Prasiolite for $29.95. I've got to say, as soon as I'm putting these against my skin, I can see that glow that sort of beautiful dewy look. I love them. So you've got 5 of these. Mark, what would you do with them? Loads of you in on this one now. That discounted deal's only lasting until 8 o'clock, by the way. Just as a side note. Oh, 8 a.m. Don't worry, you've got a few hours, but it may well have sold out by then. Not seen since last year. Sorry to interrupt myself.
They're large enough for a pendant, aren't they? So a pendant
agreed.
and earring set. What's the rule about a suite of jewellery? Is it a ring and earrings? Or there is a rule, isn't there?
Well,
bracelet and earrings. You
it's
shouldn't have
earrings,
2 pieces
necklace.
close together.
Well, see, this is a funny one because earrings and necklace are always a definite. Because if you're only to wear 2 pieces of jewellery, those are the more likely ones because it looks like a set. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But and it depends where you shop as well. Most people will say that a suite of jewellery is your necklace, your earrings, your bracelet. But then some people say it's not a bracelet, it's a ring, and then some people say it's not an earrings. And what would you describe as a suite of jewellery?
I think it would be earrings and necklace.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Because they're going to be seen all the time, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because if you've got
if you take a picture of yourself, like a selfie, you can see your earrings and your necklace. You're not going to take a selfie and sort of like, I don't know, try and put your hand in casually. Maybe you are if you're one of those people who are good at posing, but unless it's like a bracelet, you're not like... So yeah, $29.95 for all of them. That is a discount deal for you today. So if you want to grab it, then you absolutely can. Those needles, by the way, are still available if you want them. Well done, everyone, on those. That's the best quality I've seen in a long, long time. In fact, probably ever. Okay. It is very exciting what we're about to do. We are about to bring to you a brand new gemstone. We have brought this gemstone, in essence, to you before, but for me, it's a little bit like saying, we here at Jewellery Maker have, imagine we'd only ever brought you shell pearl, okay? Imagine we'd only ever brought you shell pearl and then us saying, oh, we're about to bring you real pearl. That's kind of the differentiation we're talking about here. You will have seen Variscite here at Jewellery Maker. You will have seen it for a few pounds, but you will have always seen it from China. This is from the other side of the planet to us. Natural Australian Variscite. The story starts after this break.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hi, I'm Marie, Head of Buying here at Jewellery Maker and also the in-house gemologist. On June 13th, we are bringing you jet. So jet is a prehistoric wood, and over millions of years it gets covered in the sediment and turns into the material that we know as jet. It's really, really beautiful, really shiny, takes a brilliant polish, very light to the touch, and nice and warm and perfect for your jewellery making. So tune in on June the 13th for jet.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
I've been really lucky in my sort of years of working here at Jewellery Maker to see some of the most exciting gemstones out there. Some gemstones which, you know, are beautifully sort of high shine and are known for their brilliance, and also those are the opaque. The last big, I would say, opaque gemstone I launched, because I've launched some big clear gemstones, Longita Ruby being one, for example. But out of the last launch of opaque material, launch of a gem I can remember off the top of my head that I brought to you was Jade Out. What I'm about to bring to you here, I believe, for opaque gemstones is just as exciting. From the other side of the planet, your Australian Variscite. Now, just want to make something very clear. Chinese Variscite has been really popular, but I'm going to show you a couple of slides in a second to do with this gemstone, because it is a whole different kettle of fish. So first things first, when we actually talk about Variscite, natural Variscite, there is one location that always sprung to mind. And this is a location referred to as Clay Canyon. Clay Canyon, a location in Utah, USA, which was discovered in the 1930s. In the 1930s, this gemstone was discovered, and it was kind of promoted and advertised of that to come up against the likes of USA turquoise. What we have in that location is, as you can see here, this is a map of the location, a sort of mining environment, and a raw piece of this gemstone. This is something that was the key location, the key demographic for true quality Variscite. This was headline-worthy news. And remembering, when we talk about Clay Canyon, we're talking about, you know, USA sapphires born in that location as well. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing up that location is because I wanted to show you some of the raw material. You see the raw material in that picture there? That piece of raw material is 9.5 centimetres by 6.5 centimetres. I did write it down, yeah. So 9.5 by 6.5 centimetres. Have a little look at that piece again. Oh no, sorry Bob, the previous piece. It's all right. No, it's all right, Dan. If you have a little look at the previous piece, 9.5 centimetres by 6.5 centimetres, how much would you estimate that to cost? Because it is currently available. $1,500. Now the reason that that piece is so highly priced is because Utah, the main location that everyone knew about, started its life in the 1930s, is depleted now. It is done, it is dusted, for all intents and purposes, the mine doors are now closed. Obviously when this happens, it causes a little bit of a stir. So, they went out looking and looking. And it wasn't until, which I think is amazing, it's one of the most recent discovery gemstones, 2003, where in the outback of Australia, this beautiful piece came, equaling the quality of the previous seen Utahian pieces. This is the mining region of these ones, so this is in the Australian outback. And if you have a little look at this slide, you're going to be able to see how this is actually forming. So it's forming within these rocks, as you can see, with all of that raw material. And what you're getting there is that texturization. The picture you're seeing in the top corner is actually the mining region itself. It's a really small open pit mining operation. So what they do is they essentially wipe back a little bit of the surface, as you can see in that big picture, excavate the mini pieces that they have, and then essentially cover it back over to regenerate the area. What you have in this location is that archetypal apple green colour that they thought had gone once Utah closed down. So we here at Jewellery Maker first heard about this properly at the very start of 2017, which is when it was very much as part of the marketplace. But some people were bringing it as Australian chrysoprase, and some people were saying that it was a Variscite, and it was kind of one of those that was a bit muddy in the water. So essentially we turned it down initially, and partly due to the prices as well, I'll be honest. As you know, our notoriety has grown and grown and grown, and we got in India, when we went to India, the buying team, earlier on this year, we got a very, very special opportunity. It took us a long time, but we have managed to get this through for you today. So from 2017 to 2019, there's been a lot of challenges and a lot of work striving to get this gemstone, but now we have officially brought it in with the confirmation of this being a totally natural gemstone. This is this strand that I'm bringing to you now. Now, the fact that this is a natural Variscite makes it the first natural Variscite of its kind, in particularly as this is not just any old natural Variscite. As we mentioned, this is the Variscite from that 2003 found mine in the outback of Australia. This is unique. This is the one. This is the, as I said, sort of Utah parallel for kind of the best of the best. And why the Utah parallel? I almost mean, imagine the first discovery of all turquoise being Sleeping Beauty, and then that mine's out, and then them finding a quality that was similar. Obviously we've not found that quite with Sleeping Beauty. This is the closest we've got to that of the Utah location. It's unique, it's individual, it's natural. Today we're going to bring you a 1 minute clock in and on, and then we'll bring the graphics live. Your clock starts now. I will just mention to you that this is very, very special, as we've mentioned, because of that location, but also can I just let you know that, as I mentioned before, because we saw it in 2017, people were saying, oh, it's chrysoprase, it's turquoise, it's this, that and the other, and we had to send it to the lab and have it confirmed. One thing I did want to show you as well as part of this is, this is the date of the lab report. We have to get it lab checked and everything else before we can actually confirm on our final quantity. So that should give you an idea. That is not the time we bought it. We bought it before this, but that is the date that we had the lab confirmation. So that is from January, February, March, April, May, June. We're now in June. So we're looking at 3 months from lab tests. So even longer from actual purchase. What I'm trying to say is for the next 10 seconds, you have to be quick, because that was a one-off lucky purchase from friends I've got 51 in the world. This is a brand new launch, limited edition. This is a one-off lucky purchase, and you can be one of the first people on the planet to own it here at Jewellery Maker. And not only actually to own it, but to actually be able to work with it, which for me is the most exciting part. It is entirely natural. It's not the Chinese Variscite you're used to seeing, which has dyes added to it. This is your ancient and beautiful natural Australian Variscite in this wonderful look and quality. One thing I will just mention to you before I sort of talk the price, etc., is, do you remember I showed you this with the gold chain before? You know that I did the sterling silver and the gold chain earlier on? That's another thing that's really important to mention about Variscite. In that secondary picture that you saw that I showed you on that slide, the Australian mine, you can actually see that this is kind of a byproduct, if you will, of the gold mining system. And that is because the veins that you get in this that have that kind of golden fleck to it is genuine gold. So actually, in the two pieces of raw material you saw down the bottom there, those belonged to a company. They sent them off to an assay office, and both of them had a legal gram weight of gold within them that they could have excavated if they want to, but obviously they want the gemstone, so they didn't. So your pieces, when you see that kind of brown area, and sometimes you will see sheen, that could be gold. That could be genuine gold locked within your Australian Variscite. You don't get that in Chinese Variscite, I will just mention to you. So now let's talk about, now we've kind of found out a little bit more about this really interesting gemstone. Let's talk about this beautiful strand. Mark, I know you've been peering at it. What do you think of it?
Amazing. I love the green, the base colour green, and I love that sort of chocolatey brown veining and patterning running through it as well.
Yeah.
We can understand why people have been thinking it's chrysoprase.
Oh, completely.
A mile. It's just beautiful. It's just that if coral was green, this would be the colour, wouldn't it? I think.
Yeah. What you're getting here, and you're so right, because, well, technically, people in the mining industry at first were confusing it with copper, not with copper, sorry, with turquoise. And essentially the only real big difference that we can prove that it's not turquoise is because it doesn't have copper, which obviously gives turquoise colour. But also, same to be said with the chrysoprase. This has got a vitreous luster, and the fact of the matter is when you're getting a vitreous luster, which is the same kind of luster type as topaz, this basically shines more than chrysoprase. So it's shinier than chrysoprase. It's got a similar matrix but a slightly different apple green to that of a turquoise, and interestingly, well, I think it is because I'm a gemstone geek, it has the exact same structure as a garnet. Yeah, exact same. So it's kind of garnet meets turquoise meets chrysoprase meets jadeite almost, with a bit of added gold. Can't say fairer than that. We've got 40 carats worth here. It is a collector's gem, I'll be honest with you. It is a rare gem. And for me, for you, that price point is exceedingly good. Now, obviously, I can't be too pointed in exactly what I say about this, but if you have a look for natural Australian Variscite, have a little look at rings that are set into white gold and some set into silver that are this size, and you are looking at triple figures on a very well-known, low-cost jeweller's channel. You have got here something very, very special indeed. You truly, truly do. I'm not going to read out your names because I'm well aware that these are probably gifts, maybe for someone sat next to you on the sofa. Sorry, 52. I think I said we had 51. 52, sorry, we have in total of this for you today. So if you fancy grabbing your hands on it, now is absolutely your chance to do so. There was no promos or anything going out for this. So if you know anyone who's maybe, you have a feeling they would absolutely love this, this could be a good secret gift because there were no promos or whatever going on about it. So this could be a really lovely sneaky gift. Maybe you're watching now, you don't think they are. What a lovely little treat to be able to give to them, particularly in this shape. We do not get to see top drilled ovals hardly ever.
No, we don't, not at all.
What would you do with the shape?
Well, I'm just looking at the different colour greens because there's chances you can ombre this.
Yeah.
But these darker ones are catching my eye because if completely gone out of my head.
Go on, give me a clue.
From Russia.
Chrome dioxide?
Yeah. So if dioxide was opaque, I think this would be the green, wouldn't it?
That's a good one. Yeah, absolutely agree with you on that one. If you do your research on this as well, you may well see the set of earrings that are £50 for ones that aren't as large as this. Obviously, we're looking like here, one in each ear. You have got something really special here. Obviously, do your own research on this gemstone. It truly is a very exciting gemstone. As I was saying to you as well, remember, it is not your Chinese version. It is your natural Australian Variscite for the first time ever here at Jewellery Maker. We tried to get it from 2017. It's taken us this long to finally get it. And do remember too that if you do treat yourself to it today, that the natural confirmed on the lab report quality and that location will be on that that information as well. So well done, one and all. Very special treat there for you, and it feels so beautiful. Nice with the jet as well, just because of the feel of them. I think could be quite nice. Let me show you with turquoise actually, just because. Just because. They work well. This is coming up as a star buy in a wee while. Love those together. So not long on that. Can I just take a quick time to say well done everyone. You are one of the first people on the planet to get your hands on that for jewellery making purposes. So well done you. Wow. Let's dive into the rose quartz world, shall we? Lovely Tom. We've got a lot of brand news here. This is brand new, this 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 brand new, and this is brand new. Top drilled pairs are where I'm going to start. All of these are brand new premieres, and this is the one I'm going to bring to you first off. Surely this is one of the easiest shapes to work with when you're just starting out, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, simple rethreading with some sort of bead or spacer in between. You know those little silver tubes that we have quite often?
Still silvery ones.
Yeah, but a sort of slight curve to them. That we have amber in between on some. Do you remember that one? Just popping one of those in between to give it a bit of movement.
That'd be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
These are ace. Wow, look at that.
Because they're top drilled, it does make your life so much easier. Pop a pearl or 5 even in between each of these.
If you're new to wire work and wire wrapping and wire weaving, it's really good to have that little drill hole at the top, because if you're making a ring, for example, once you've done all your wire wrapping, that will completely disappear and it'll be as though it's free floating in amongst your pieces of jewellery. So I think for if you're learning how to bezel with wire, having that little discreet little drill hole at the top will really help a lot.
And the fact is, we've put a hot pink cord through this. Once you put a normal cord on it, oh, hang on, these are the ones with the twists. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on, top drill twist. Sorry, I've shown you the flat ones. These are the ones that are the twisted. Yeah, so I've got top drilled pairs, and these are the top drilled twist pairs. Sorry, the ones I showed you were the normal pairs. These are twisted pairs, just to give you an idea. So, but as I was saying, point still stands. So what you've got with these is a hot pink thread running through them. Get rid of that, put something clear through. You're not going to see that drill hole, are you?
No.
No chance. So we've got for you this lovely twist. The sheen on that is really interesting. You instantly were drawn to the twisted ones, weren't you?
I love them. I think they're my favourite. They're really interesting. I'm just thinking there must be quite a bit of wastage when the polishing and faceting, if it's got that little twist.
Surely. I wouldn't know. I've never seen a twist gemstone being cut, but there must be really, mustn't there?
And the way the light catches it, it looks as though it's faceted, but it's not, is it? It's completely smooth.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Adding a bit of interest. Do you remember when we were talking about rose quartz, we are talking about one of the best known gemstones out there. It is a gemstone which has connotations to youth, but not necessarily for the reason you might think. I know often when we talk about rose quartz, people will say, oh, it'd look really nice on a little girl, or with little you know, flower girls, and you know, or little prom wear and things like that. But interestingly, rose quartz used to be crushed up by the ancient Egyptians and used in anti-wrinkle face masks. So another little twist on the youthfulness there. We have got for you a should-be price on screen, which for the amount of pendants you've got, and these could all be pendants, is a fantastic price. I'll just give you an exact count up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 34, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 I've got on my strand. So already working out, 11 pairs of earrings, $19.95, a great price. If I sold those 11 pairs of earrings at a £5 each, £55, Bob's your uncle. But I probably would sell it for more.
They're all the same size as well, aren't they? They're not graduated.
Quite unusual to see that, actually, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So, for you today, a brand new launch price. This is a launch price opportunity for you today on these ones at £14.95, 68 pence each. Do you know what that is? Cheaper than a first class stamp. Yep, they're officially 70p. £1.76. £1.36 for a pair of earrings. You couldn't get one of those sweetie stretch necklaces for that price point no more. And that's not real jewellery. £14.95. What would you do with this as someone who makes and sells jewellery to really make the most of this strand line?
Well, I would choose, let's do, for example, use the Jet just as an example. So I would go for a 6mm, the smallest one. So it's just a 6mm in between, just to break them up. Because if it's a pair, top drilled, and it's shaped and it's twisted, the least you want to do with it, the better. Just pop in, maybe, because the angle there, you might need something slightly larger, or maybe 3 in between, just to separate them. And because they're top drilled, they all look as though they're top drilled exactly the same place all the way through. They'll just sit, they'll just fan out beautifully.
It's incredible, isn't it? Even if you sold them for £1.36, you make a penny profit, says Tom. Not that you would sell them for that, obviously. Obviously. If you did sell that for a set of earrings, if you did make that set of earrings, even at a £5 each, you'd be looking at £55. £40 5p profit, Tom's now telling me. £40 5p profit. And how long-ish would that pair of earrings take you to make? Hour?
5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. So it's just, it's one of those, because don't forget, taking into account your time is very important. So let's say, you know, I'm a slow maker, and let's say I can make one its pair in 10 minutes, then obviously I'm going to be able to make about 6 pairs, aren't I, within an hour? Is that right? Yeah. Again, if you're paying yourself only, you know, a tenner an hour for your time, again, your profit is massive on something like these ones.
And it's a gemstone that's well known. Everybody knows rose quartz. It's like the Amethyst and Tiger's Eye. It's one of the ones you're grown up with, aren't you? With rose quartz. I like the connotations with the rose quartz, the friendship and unconditional love, and it's just lovely.
It's a really lovely, happy, caring gemstone, isn't it, actually? If that's the right word. We've got for you the big wheels that I'm showing you these with, which I think work quite nicely. I'm going to do the wheels for you now. These are the big wheelers, 6x10 these ones. I've got the smaller wheels coming up for you in a bit, but I'll just show you them side by side, because I love the idea of alternating those. I don't think I've ever done a design where I can alternate this shape.
No.
Ever, but I think it would look really cool.
No, that's true.
So it's the wheels I'm bringing you. It's the big ones now, but they're going to look perfect together, aren't they? So we have got for you here 320 carats worth of your wheels. As a jewellery maker, what is good about a wheel?
Well, I like the fact that you can wear them 2 ways. You can wear them up against each other like this with a spacey beading machine if you want to. Or we mentioned briefly earlier about a technique called ladder weave.
Yes, we did.
Which I believe is on the Get Started DVD. Which means you can actually lay them flat. So which means you've got twice as long a beaded section as you would do having them butting up against each other like this. And this is a perfect shape for pearl knotting as well. Which I think is really nice. Or incorporating sea beads or anything. I just think they're fascinating.
That's really lovely, wouldn't it?
And I like this because they're slightly domed either side. It's not just a long rod that's cut.
No.
It's got the curved tops and bottoms.
It's beautiful. Tom says he thinks they work in all seasons. Pray tell why, Tom?
Yes.
Well, in the winter they're going to stand out, and in the summer they're going to be more glowing. Yeah. Tom says.
I love grey with rose quartz. A really nice grey.
That's a nice pairing. Something quite expensive looking. About that.
I think my colour combination for next year is going to be grey and yellow. I've just suddenly presenter L has brought a few things of grey and yellow together, and I think it works beautifully. It's an amazing combination.
It is a lovely pairing. Very big this year as well.
Yeah.
£9.95. Loads of you in for the wheels. Hello, Midlothian, Aberdeenshire. Aberdeenshire. I had a right strong accent then. Greater London, Devon, Dorset, £9.95 is, you're quite right, fantastical deal on these ones. And just a little reminder, Rooney, the smaller wheels are coming up for you in a little bit. I just thought I'd show you them together because I love the idea of doing large wheel, small wheel, large wheel, small wheel.
Absolutely.
That's going to give a lovely idea. Oh, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've got them. I mean, I probably have. Do you mean my... Are they these ones, Tom? We'll have a look on the recording. Tom may or may not be bringing this one to you next. We're going to have a little nosy on the recording, just to doubly check. Because these are the only corner drilled I've got on my T-bar.
Yeah.
They are the right ones. We're going to do these ones next. They're beautiful. They're coming up next. But for now, grab the wonderful wheels. These are what are coming up. Now, I'll be honest with you, we've referred to these as twist in the information. I personally wouldn't have. Tom's saying they are sort of twisted on the strand, but you know what? If you just put them like that, they're not anymore. Bringing to you these lovely corner drilled sort of diamonds that you've got here. They're really cool.
I'd rosary link with these.
Would you?
With a round in between. I'm going to go back to that jet again.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, just rosary link
What
alternating.
size this time?
8.
8.
Slightly, yeah. 8 mil, I think.
These ones, yeah.
I love this.
Yes, nice. We're bringing to you your rose quartz corner drilled squares. We're going to go straight down in price. We're giving you all brand new launch price offers on these ones because they're all premieres to us here at Jewellery Maker. $8.95 today for beautiful corner drilled. They're really lovely and sizable. I think they look quite expensive actually with the jet as well. Because as we said, sort of jet and pink in together is beautiful. Really luxury. This is launching tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Please make a note of that in your diary. Not 4 o'clock, not 1 o'clock, not 22 minutes past 2. 3 p.m. There is an advert in the break that will say 1. You will say, that Betty's told me it's 3, the numpty. I'm right, the VT is wrong. Just thought I'd let you know. We're playing it anyway because we want to let you know. What we could do is we could say the show that the jet is in starts at 1. How does that sound? The show that it's in starts at 1. It's actually going to be at 3. So yeah, sorry about that. It's a bit of a technical issue, but it is coming up for you tomorrow at 3. So yeah, let's just remind you, $8.95, brand new launch on this one. I'm wondering, I could be completely wrong here, but I'm going to show it anyway.
Yes,
I like
works.
it.
Yes,
oh
that
my
works.
god.
Yeah,
This gemstone is coming up at about 8.45, so not long. Genuinely, this is going with way more gemstones than I thought it would. Because you know when you see like a picture of something, you think, what on earth? That is so unique and out there and kind of almost like, you know, when you do oil marbling, it's so individual. What on earth is it going to go with? But it goes well with the pinks. I showed it with blue before and it worked really nicely, didn't it? I showed it with peacock pearly things earlier on as well, it went really nicely too. It does go with a lot. It really does. Helen in Swansea! Love the show. The jet looks amazing. Thank you. We'll be ordering tomorrow. Mwah! Helen! At 3, says Dan. She'll be ordering at 3 tomorrow. Helen, thank you so much. This is Helen's first message. Were the black beads jet? I can't find them. What's the code, please? And then you realised, Helen. So yes, it's a little promo for tomorrow. What are you saying?
Do you want some pearls to show you?
Should I show some pearls with? Yeah, because do you think it'll go? I love that. How are you, Paul?
I'm very bad.
How's your day been today?
Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. Oh, I did these ones, didn't I? Let me show them together. Oh, that's a really good idea. Which one was next, sorry? The other big pairs. Now, are these top drill pairs? Central drilled twist pairs. Let me bring you these ones. Imagine that as a necklace and just one.
One, yeah.
This is a necklace and literally one. On maybe the stone silver red pins we did before,
Yes,
you know, as part of that finding
Yeah.
pack. Oh, that would go somewhat lovely. That really would. Oh, you've got an eye for this, Paul. How many years have you been in the jewellery business? 10 years. See, he knows what he's talking about. Right, I'm bringing to you here 300 carats worth of your beautiful rose quartz. Now, rose quartz is a really interesting gemstone. Remember, it's something that has a lot of connotations, not only to that of crystal healing, but actually feng shui as well, which we obviously think of kind of, although it's not specifically this, but kind of your home zen, let's say. So in this, with this feng shui, it talks all about kind of the flow of energies, and it talks in feng shui quite a bit about the healing properties and how rose quartz can help almost direct healing thoughts and healing feelings. And I think personally with this strand, that is almost quantified within its look, because they almost look like they've got direction because they're centre drilled, so naturally they almost act like an arrow, don't they? It's pointing you in this direction. But also if you think about that movement and motion, you've kind of got it on the surface, haven't you, Mark?
Yeah. And again, these look as though they've been faceted because the perfect way they've been polished.
Yeah. They do, they always look like they've got sort of rectangular step facets on them, but they haven't, it's just that shween. We're bringing to you a drop down deal again tonight. They're all launch prices. It's 8:30, your deal today, £12,095 again for these ones. It's a brilliant price point when you consider the amount you're getting on here, and let me just point out that's 300 carats worth. So how much is that? £12.95 divided by 300, which remember is your carat weight.
Wow.
48p. 4p, sorry, 4p. No, it's true, Dan, you couldn't actually buy a carat for 4p. Not even one of them wonky ones. Very, very affordable. That is a brilliant. And remember, when we talk about gemstone weight, we are talking about carats, very much a pairing for that. I think these ones are beautiful. So what would we do with these? It's a bit different, Mark.
Okay, so I would be trying to think how I'd use them indoors, actually, on curtain tie-backs or something like that.
Ooh, that's a nice idea.
On each corner of a pillow or a cushion. Scatter cushion or something like that. That's really nice.
Oh, go and knock on Mark's house. Have a look at his cushions. They've got genuine gemstones on. That's a bit posh, that, isn't it? That's pretty special.
I picked up my dragon glass spearhead this morning. And,
and do you like it?
I'm just thinking it would go really well with rose quartz. It's very dramatic.
That dark glass look, yeah, definitely. £12.95.
Smoky quartz, yeah.
Oh,
Smoky
yes,
quartz,
yes,
rose
yes,
quartz.
yes. Yeah, we have got Tom producing us tonight, so it would be
never see
unfair
smoky quartz.
to ignore smoky quartz, as we know. Favourite fact about smoky quartz, Tom? Or favourite? Scotland's national gemstone, yes. Their national plant is the thistle, and their national animal is the unicorn. Smoky quartz unicorn is next to be created, apparently, holding a thistle in its mouth. Maybe not that bit, but who knows? £12,095. You've got 300 carats worth here. It would go great with those ones as well. Let's bring you the smaller wheels now. Just a reminder, I brought you the larger wheels before. So, big wheels, keep on turning. With the smaller wheels, what is lovely, the smaller wheels are on the top. I just want to show you them together.
Right,
what is lovely about that smaller size?
They're just able to replicate the design, but on a smaller scale. Well, you remember earlier we had those infinity beads?
Yes.
If you thread it, because the drill holes in these are quite large, you can actually thread two threads through one of those, separate them into maybe a group of 3 infinity, and then take both threads back into a rose quartz. I think that looks amazing. Because again, you've got the infinity symbol, which again, lots of connotations, hasn't it? So incorporating seed beads and gemstones together in a piece, I really like that idea.
That's a lovely idea. You've got really big amount of sheen on this again because of that surface area. It's highly lustrous, really beaming, and you've got that gentle sort of arcing, let's say, on this towards the drill hole. So what I mean by that is if you imagine this is a traditional cut, what we would refer to as a girdle, we refer to on something like this as a skirt of a gemstone. So you've got the skirt of the gemstone, i.e. the largest part, and then all the way around that we've essentially sort of almost bezeled it off in a way. No, bezel's not quite the right word, but
it's
kind
got
of
domed,
yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely.
But it's not just at the top, that's obviously all the way over. It's pretty hard to be able to do that. When you do it on amber, you have to have a cold water dropping on it, because otherwise it's impossible to do. Anyway, £9.95 for these ones today. Hello to Surrey, Greater London, Aberdeenshire. Hello, Midlothian as well. I always wonder if I'm saying that right, but
What's that?
Midlothian.
Yep, perfect.
Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Oh, good. Hertfordshire, you're in Greater London. Hiya, Dorset, and to Suffolk. Nice to have you on board. I've got Tyne wearing too. Plenty of you with it in your baskets, by the way, and those of you on the phone, do stay exactly where you are. I'm going to show it again with these runes.
That was brilliant. This is a Jasper, is it again?
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing.
I think it's fab.
I love that purple and blue combination.
That one looks amazing, you're so right. That looks great, that one there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You know what, if someone handed this to me, oh, this is going to sound stupid. Why am I about to start my sentence like this? But I'm going to. If someone handed me one of these and went, that's a dragon egg, I wouldn't think twice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone handed something to me and this was like well, larger and egg-shaped, do you know what I mean? And the person who handed it to me was called like Jonathan Snow or something, and went, here's a dragon egg, would not bat an eyelid. That's what it reminds me of a bit. Anyway, top drilled puffy pears coming up for you now. So these are the smoothest ones, and they are very traditional shape, I would say.
I would treat every one of these as a cabochon and do the seed bead bezeling. Because there's even scope, you can actually attach these, because they're so flat, you can attach them to your backing foundation.
Which I think I might have coming up for you in a little bit.
I would treat them as individual cabochons.
So you'd glue them?
Yep, and then do your bead bezeling as we demoed earlier.
That's a lovely idea. Don't forget more demos coming up from Mark in, well, nay long actually. Lovely, oceanic almost kit coming up. We are bringing to you 250 carats worth of this really extra long strand. As I counted it before, I think it was on this strand, but I'll do it again just in case. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Approximately 20 on this. So approximately 20 pendants, or approximately 10 pairs of earrings. You two are cheering me up. It is put or ring with rain here in
Rickmansworth. Sounds lovely.
I feel like that is a brilliant
It's up your
place.
way, I think, isn't it?
I've never
I think
heard
it's
of it.
Yorkshire-ish.
Is it in Hertfordshire?
Oh,
wow! Gosh, hark at me. I don't know how I would have worked that out. Honestly, Miss Marple, now tell me. What did the end of that text say? Sorry. I got to Ricksmith. Couldn't think of better company. Well, mwah. Thank you so much for that message in. Oh, is it still tipping out here? You had to look outside before, didn't you?
Dreadful.
Still tipping it down. You may as well sit in and craft on a night like tonight. £8.95. I did hear a rumour, but obviously this is a vicious rumour. I did hear a rumour a few weeks ago now that summer had started. Obviously.
I think we've had it.
Someone's lied to my face. Today it's raining. Yesterday it was raining. Tomorrow it's raining. Friday it's raining. Saturday raining. Sunday raining. Monday cloudy. Ooh. Tuesday cloudy. Wednesday thunderstorm on Wednesday. Thursday, raining. That's the weather update here in Redditch. Please tune in again soon. Wow. Oh, that's something to look forward to, isn't it? Anyway, there's always positives.
Yeah.
Number one, it's good for the garden. Number two, you get to stay in and craft guilt-free. And number three, it's good for your skin.
No
Better for your skin, isn't it? No hosepipe ban. Yeah, it's better for your skin than if it's blazing hot sun, isn't it? Better for hay fever.
Hay fever as well.
Great point. Yeah. Great point. Final ones I'm bringing to you now. And these are the smaller centre drill twist pairs that I'm bringing now. Remember, all of these brand new for you. Hang on, they are. So I'll just show you, this was the strand I did before, and this is the strand I'm bringing to you now, so you can see there's that size difference there for you. These ones are a little bit daintier. So I'm bringing to you 13 by 18 on these ones, and they've got that lovely twist look. You can use them in this direction to create, well, just that direction. And that's quite an important thing to be able to create. The, what is it? It's the Mona Lisa's eyes, is that correct? Yeah, I think it is. Sorry, I'm thinking of something on my mind here. It seemed like I went off on a tangent, but if you want to jump on my train of thought, feel free. So I'm thinking of direction, I'm thinking of artwork, I'm thinking of artists who create direction in their pieces. And one of the most famous is, of course, the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa and her smile, but also her eyes. Her eyes are said to follow you around the room, and that's because of the direction in which they are painted. 2 millimeters off either other direction, they wouldn't follow you around the room as much as they do. It's because of their proportioning within the picture, but also in the dead scale of things. And they follow you around the room. And this is what the artist wanted to create. Actually spent, it's believed, around about 12 years to paint the eyes alone. 12 years on the eyes alone of the Mona Lisa is what I've heard anyway.
I had a poster of Bucks Fizz that used to do that.
Oh, that the eyes used to follow you around the room. Oh, wait, all 8 of them?
All 8 of them. Yeah, all 8 of them.
They were winking. $12.95 for you. The reason I'm talking about direction is because that's what we try and do as artists, isn't it? We try and create direction, and these are perfect for it. So you could use them kind of, you know, point to point. You could use them sort of like these. If you wanted to put a gemstone in between, obviously your eye's naturally going to draw towards that one. So they're quite a nice directional point. £12.95 on that one for you. I think that is a lovely price again for the workmanship. I'll give you an ish count up again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 approximately on this. 22 at £12.95. It's 59 pence per item. Well done, one and all. Well, what an evening it's been. We did that launch of the natural Australian Variscite, which has been very, very popular. We only had 52. We've got quite a few less than that now. It's also been fab because we've had the wonderful kits, and we've got another one to come that we know is going to make you smile. And even more excitement to come, especially with this special Star by. A 38cm necklace of huge, I'll cross these over at the back, huge Jasper. There you are, I'll hold them. Look at them. I love this actually against the skin.
They're ace, aren't they?
Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful colour against the skin. I've showed this with loads tonight. I showed it briefly with my natural Australian Variscite, the launch gemstone earlier. I showed it before with the rose quartz, and it worked as well. I'm going to show you with the jet in a minute, and I bet that's going to work too. I think it's going to work with your natural nude gemstones. It's going to work with your blue gemstones, your purples, your garnet colours, because it's got that mottled look. If you're anything like me and you one of your favourite times of the school year was report season, not because of what your report contained, but because you got to back your book. Remember backing your books in your report? This might have just been at my school, I doubt it was, but you'd get your report, and what you'd do is you'd each one by one go and do the front cover which basically was getting your marbling. So you get your vat of water, you drop in a few bits of ink, you pop in the paper, and then you peel it off and it's left with this gorgeous marbled effect. You used to pick out your favourite colours, etc. for it. You'd only be allowed to use 3 because, let's face it, more than that makes it a bit smudgy, and more than that, well, you know, we're not made of money, do you know what I mean? 3 would be your maximum. But you used to get this really lovely kind of mimicking of acrylic pouring kind of finish. I feel like that marbling effect or that acrylic pouring, for any of you who love doing that technique, is present on these, and it makes them look mythical, magical, and unlike anything we've ever brought here at Jewellery Maker before. I've never seen anything quite like these. I mean, obviously I've seen Jasper, obviously I've seen Terra Jasper, but not quite with this almost shibori palette.
Oh, it's perfect for shibori, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
What we're bringing to you here is your 12mm rounds. What is your favourite thing about this shape, size and this strand, please, Mark?
What I love this particular strand is there's plenty of scope to ombre. Looking across the strand, you can see doubles, so for your earring starting, they're perfect. And I love the fact that you go from that vibrant purple and that turquoise to that sort of in-between apple green. Yeah. And you've got, I think there's every single colour in this entire strand. It's lovely. Wow. You've got that lovely looking colour. Do you know what, Dan? Normally I love this description. Dan, you are fabulous. Dan's just said, it's the colour palette of Sully from Monsters Inc. Do you know in Monsters Inc, the really cute, fluffy, good guy character is that very specific purple and that very specific blue? Yeah. It's like that. And he's all gorgeous and cuddly and lovely, isn't he? Oh, Dan, I think that's brilliant. I mean, you're always a genius, but it's great. In the kit we've got at 9 o'clock, we've got, and I'm so absolutely thrilled, we've got Murano. And I think the Murano would work perfectly with this strand. That's great. Are you talking about Into the Spider-Verse? Yes, if you've watched Into the Spider-Verse, the animated version. Yeah, of course I am. I'm obsessed with all of that stuff. All of the colours that you're getting in that are kind of present in here, because it's almost like a comic book style animation, if that makes sense. It's this kind of colourings. Yeah, Tom, I love that as a description. Yeah, that's cool. Also, actually, it's something else that we're both interested in. I can kind of imagine this being like a Doctor Who planet. Do you know what I mean? It looks like an out of this world kind of gallery. It's really cool. I am bringing to you anyway something that is very, very popular. I think these are divine. I think they're exciting to look at. I love this colour palette. I will show it you. Guardians of the Galaxy. Dan. Yeah. Thanos. Yes. The Infinity Stones, actually. A couple of them locked within here, aren't they? Look at that. Gosh, this is quite a captivating gem, actually. Marvellous, you might say. Marvellous. Wow.
Oh, I'll be honest with you. I was so captivated with the gemstone, I completely forgot to look at my notes and find out the price. I would not have guessed that, though. As a launch price, I probably would have guessed about $14.95. But I think that is the really special and exciting thing about this. The fact that I was so sort of captivated by it, and we're all kind of chatting about the look of it and how different it is. Monetary value didn't even come to my mind. Probably pinpoint me, I would have guessed about $14.95 at a launch price offer. $9.95 I think is exceptional. Do you agree with me on that?
That's my favourite there. That one there is my favourite.
That one?
Yeah, that's my favourite. I love that.
Oh, interesting. You know, we launched that natural Variscite before. This one, Mark said, I've actually just... Oh, Mark said. He didn't. Dan said, sorry. Dan said, I've just pulled in the second slide, which is of the Variscite, this one here. And in the second slide, which is his mining location, you see in the top corner, you got some of the similar colours. You got some of the greens. You got some of the mining process. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Locked within. Well, I never. $9.95. Oh, I should say hello to some of you, really, shouldn't I? Hello to Wilfred. Lovely to have you on board. John, you're in. Tracy, you're in. I've got Olwyn in. Nice to meet you, Olwyn. I don't think we've met before. If we've not, hi, my name's Becky. I'm from Chester. My favourite TV show. Gosh, I've got quite a few that I'm watching at the moment. Killing Eve. But generally, I'm more of a Coronation Street kind of person. Mark, what about yourself? What are you watching at the moment?
Now Thrones is finished.
Yeah.
I've gone on to Netflix and I'm starting series 1 of Benidorm.
Oh, Benidorm's hilarious.
I love Benidorm.
I went to see it live.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they did the theatre play of it with the actual characters in it. It was probably a good sort of 70%
They only
of
did
the
it up
cast.
north though. Your neck of the woods.
Did
They didn't come down south. Yeah, they didn't come
Oh, well,
down
it was
south with
brilliant. It was hilarious. They obviously came up with a whole new story for it, and it was just as ridiculous as you can
I love
imagine.
the old carry
I love
on,
it too.
double entendre sort of stuff.
It's
and
all
seaside
very
humour.
much
I
that,
love
isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. So I'm watching those at the moment.
I've got also Susan in, I've got Edith in, I've got Sandra, I've got Jenny, hello to Anna as well, I've got Esther in, I've got Davinia, I hope I've pronounced that correctly. You came in pretty quick off the mark. Oh, sorry, yeah, just coughed on a bit of my, bit of spit. Too much information, but still. You can let your imagination go wild, Tom. We're seeing comic book characters, but you're also seeing science. Solar systems, yes. Yeah.
Did you see that you can stay? That they're doing a B&B on the space station next year? Have you seen this?
I think I have. Is this the one that's like
£27,000 a night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'd love
God.
that.
Would
I'd
you
love
do
that.
it?
I'd do it like a shot.
Would you really?
Yeah, I'd love to go into space. Absolutely love it.
Are you? Would you go on a roller coaster and stuff then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you been to Alton Towers?
Yeah, years ago. I've not been anywhere since I've been with Andrew because he doesn't like that sort of one.
He's not a fan.
He's not a fan of crowds.
Right, yeah.
So you know, but that sort of thing. But I would, I'd love to. Absolutely love it.
So it costs, say, you and Andrew.
For a long weekend, it would be 120 quid.
120
120,000.
grand.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's worth it.
it's not for me.
No, you wouldn't do it.
No, but I'm funny on like teacups. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I can handle a teacup.
I'd go into space, but I wouldn't go underground. The idea of potholing and caving.
Is it confined spaces you don't like? Oh no, because isn't space? If you're up on this thing, that's kind of.
Well, it's not too bad. But it's
You
just
ain't got
being
nowhere to
it's
go.
being underground and.
You don't like that. I can
No.
understand that. I can understand that. If you love this strand,
Yeah.
here we go.
Oh, no, I'd love it.
These are the perfect pairings, obviously. Sorry, pop them in shop for you. So this is the one I've just done, and this is the one I'm about to do. If I show you them in size comparison, you can see that one most certainly outweighs the other. This is the larger one I've just done, and I'm about to do the more delicate one. So there's 2 mil difference in it, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you see them side by side, you can see it most certainly is. So your little Sully. What do you like about these ones, Mark?
I think this 12 mil might be slightly too large for, I don't know, for a stretchy maybe, but I think a 10 mil, I don't tend to go any bigger than a 10 mil on a stretchy bracelet. I think because it's quite cumbersome, isn't it? If you're working with a keyboard or something like that.
I love that word.
So this would be really good for macrameing with. I wish I'd had this strand with a kit actually, because the turquoises and blues that we've got in the kit would be perfect with this.
That'd work really beautifully, wouldn't it? So, just to remind you, you're getting your Terra Jasper here. You've got 230 carats worth of it with this lovely sort of marbling colouring added to it, giving you that kind of acrylic pour effect. It goes with so much. This is ridiculous. My producer has just told me we're bringing to you a drop-down deal, multi-buyers in at £7.95. Let me, and it's up to you, obviously, we're all different, but let me show it to you with a few different things and see if it works. Would it work with?
Without a doubt. Yeah.
I personally think it would, Mark.
I do, I completely
Mark
agree.
agrees.
Yeah, completely.
Would it go colour-wise? I really like that, because I think for me this is almost like your a stem colour and your leaf colour that you see. I think that works beautifully. That's for me. That's a bit of me. Also, what about your jet? Actually, let's go bigger size. Go here.
Go large.
Look at that. That, I think, works beautifully as well. The jet is launching tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I know the VTs say 1, but that's actually the show start time. So please, 3 o'clock, just as an FYI for you. It is beautiful luxury. Oh, let me show you with these before that I did as well. This was the dark
Indigo,
blue shell that I did before. They work too, don't they? I'll show it on the inside, a bit easier. There you go. That works too, doesn't it?
That works, yeah.
These ones are very popular. Hello to Joe, Amanda. Although Emania, it sounds very sort of Spanish, doesn't it? It's lovely. Sonia, Wendy, John, Sue, Tracy, Esther, Kat, Belinda. We are heading to break in 8 seconds, so I better wrap this up. But well done to every single one of you. We did the other launch price at $9.95 and then these ones at $7.95, so they're both available for you. We are going to whisk on into a break in just a few. If you love this pairing, you're going to love Mark's kit. It's a really extra special look that you've got with these aqueous colours. Do not go anywhere. Myself, Mark and the whole gorgeous team of gents will be back with you in a few ticketies.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. So visit our website for more information. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hi, I'm Marie, Head of Buying here at Jewellery Maker and also the in-house gemologist. On June 13th, we are bringing you jet. So jet is a prehistoric wood, and over millions of years it gets covered in a sediment and turns into the material that we know as jet. It's really, really beautiful, really shiny, takes a brilliant polish, very light to the touch, and nice and warm and perfect for your jewellery making. So tune in on June the 13th for jet.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@JewelleryMaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker, and this our final hour. Colour-wise.
Yeah, especially with that Murano in there.
Oh, that was
I feel really privileged actually to have Murano.
sound.
It's been ace. I'd love to do a Murano showcase, but we don't actually have very much of it in, do we?
Not at the minute, no. I did a Murano showcase a few weeks ago, and it was very, very popular. It was only like an half hour.
Right.
But, yeah, but even then, we only had like 7 or 8 of certain colours, you know. It's been really popular, hasn't it?
Yeah.
This is that launch of the natural Variscite that I did before, all the way from Australia with the gold inclusions. That is, I think, a perfect pairing. But I also believe that this would be a great pairing for this kit, as we said before. And this, which is going really well on pre-order, would be a great pairing. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, this is a kit for everyone, isn't
I love
it?
It's a fantastic kit. It's absolutely amazing. And for me, one of the highlights, not only have we got Murano, but the welcome return of wax cord. I haven't used wax cord for 3 years, 3.5, 4 years. It must be.
That long?
Yeah.
The welcome return. So for anyone who's maybe only joined us, 2-3 years ago, why is it a welcome return for you?
For macrameing, it's absolutely perfect because it as like hemp, which is another one of our cords, it holds the knots really well. So you don't necessarily have to use glue when you're making your pieces with wax cord because of the texture of it. It holds knots really well.
Got ya.
And we used to do it in all the colours. All the colours. It was a really nice. So it's as I said, it's a really nice welcome return to have it again.
And this one, as you can see, is your 1 mil and 10 metres.
Yeah, fantastic.
What else do you love about this kit, Mark?
I love the fact we've got the nylon cord, which I'm a massive advocate of. I just love our nylon cords. And we've got the 0.9 and the 0.4, which are the 2 sizes that I use more than any other size.
So you've got the Lagoon Blue and the Ice Blue. The Ice Blue is the 0.4 and the 0.9 is the Lagoon Blue. So you've got a beautiful selection of colour within there. And it goes great with the ceramic beads, doesn't it, Mark?
I'm a massive advocate of the ceramic beads. I was absolutely thrilled when we started taking them on. This was all down to launching glass seed beads, and then that opened up all the opportunities to do ceramic and the Murano and Swarovski. And the reason I love the ceramic beads is they're handmade, which is really nice, and the drill holes are huge. So they take the 1 millimetre wax cord. I mean, they're fantastic.
Without much issue?
No issue whatsoever.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Those ones themselves, just to let you know, are in the 4 mil. You're getting 20 in each pack. And it is created with genuine, porcelain, and it is ceramic porcelain. And then it's got these glazes on top. So it gives this, well, it's the most beautiful colours, aren't they?
And the high polish and the high sheen with that white interior. I love them. Absolutely love them.
So that lovely sheen that you've got due to the glaze, and then the white in the centre is actually the pottery itself, the ceramic itself. And then tell us a little bit about these for anyone who's not seen them before.
I asked for these because I wanted to do a Kumihimo necklace. So these are fantastic for your Kumihimo endings. So it's really nice and really sturdy, substantial as well. Just a little bit of glue and you're off. They're really nice, really nice.
Glue. Do your necklace or your bracelet even, you can use these on, can't you?
Yes, yes.
You get 3 sets of these, just to let you know, and that is your class done and dusted. So this is your sky blue collection that Mark has spoken us through beautifully. So again, just as a reminder, 4 of the Murano, and these ones have got that gorgeous turquoise to it, but it's also got the kind of golden flecks internally, hasn't it? Which looks great. Yeah, I showed that straight away, the Jasper. Yeah, Tom's just gone, would it go great with this kit? I said, yeah, it would. It would go brilliantly. Yeah, works, doesn't it? And we said that the turquoise I've got on pre-order would as well. $28.65, Mark, discuss.
That's really cool. No, that's brilliant. I mean, oh, hang on.
But it's not the stopping price. Yeah. There's 6 of the Murano glass. I see what you're saying. 6 of the Murano glass here. Yeah. For some reason, I've only got 4, but you are getting 6 in total. Sorry. Yeah. We are bringing to you 1975 today.
That is brilliant.
And you have got a great amount in this. 1975, Mark.
That's ace. No, that's really good. I would pay 1975 for that you can see in front of you there. That's ace.
Just for what you're seeing in that recording, 1975, you'd be happy with?
Any day of it. I mean, that Murano, the fact that they're all handmade, individually handmade, and the work that's involved in making those beads. Oh, it's lush.
I think when you've heard Mark talk about it, you can hear his passion in this collection, can't you?
I'm going to have to go to Murano, I think, as a little break.
It's amazing. It is incredible.
You've been, have you?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's before I worked here at Jewellery Maker, so maybe didn't really understand when I went to see the actual process, it was kind of mind-boggling. Yeah, you would adore it. I think that's your idea of a good time, definitely. Really so, Mark, tell us a little bit about the inspiration with this kit then, please, which is really popular.
It was the Murano started it all off. I wanted to really treat the Murano with the respect it deserves. So I didn't want to put all 6 into one piece. No. So I've made 2 bracelets and a really nice pair of earrings. And the earrings I've actually macrameed onto head pins. Which is a really nice little technique you can do.
It's interesting.
I just absolutely love them. I mean, I would sell those for the price of the kit. I just think they're beautiful. I mean, they're so unique, those Murano, aren't they?
If you saw that pair of earrings in Italy, you won't get change on £40, let alone £20. Yeah,
they're amazing. And I've done, as I said, a couple of friendship bracelets. But I've really, as I said, I've treated the Murano with the respect that it deserves, and I haven't decided to put them all into one piece. I just wanted to use them individually, and I think it's worked. And I've done that really nice Kumihimo necklace at the top, which is asymmetric, which is not something I do generally. But I'm going to tell you the reason behind that. It was going to be a bracelet, and I changed my mind. But I'd already beaded it by then, so.
Oh wow! Okay, so you got so caught up in it.
Yeah, and it was lovely. It was really nice, and I just thought, oh, what am I going to do now? Oh, I'll go asymmetric.
Just kept going. It does, and it's nice having that feature class.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's using the ceramic beads, and that's using the wax cord. As you can see, goes through the drill holes really easily on those ceramic beads. So that was lovely. Really nice little kit.
Well, Mark, I think you've explained the kit perfectly, and I think you've shown your jewellery off, and, you know, we should basically just get making now, I think. Shall we? All right, let's dive on in. So, how did you put it to me in the break when I asked you what we're going to make?
I'm going to introduce you to the half hitch.
Yes. No, I think it was the world.
The world of the
half hitch. Okay.
The half hitch is a really nice, simple knot, and for those of you who've not been introduced to macrame before, there are 5 knots. But there are thousands of permutations and combinations of knots to make all the pieces of jewellery. So there is the lark's head knot, which is solely used for attaching cords to your work. Then there's the half and the full square, which will get your twist, your helix pattern, and your basic friendship bracelet macrame.
Yeah.
And then you've got the half hitch and the double half hitch, which are the remaining 2 of the 5.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you all about the half hitch, how you incorporate it, how to double, how to do single, multiple, and it's just a really nice, simple, really simple little knot.
Sounds good to me.
So I'm going to put my specs on.
Okey-pokely.
So to do the half hitch, you need 2 pieces of your thread. So I'm using the wax cord and the S-long. Okay, so it's 1 mil and 0.9, so there's not very much difference, and they work really well together. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to do the half hitch. Okay, so we're going to pick up one of our pieces of cord. Now I'm working horizontally purely for demonstrating, but if you were making a necklace or a bracelet, you'd work the other way.
Okay.
And I've popped both cords in the top slot at the top of the board. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to I always start with the left. Okay, it doesn't matter if you do it with the right. And we're going to do a number 4 or a letter D.
Okay.
Now, normally if you were doing macrame, you'd have another cord on this side, but we haven't, so it's all done on the side that the cord is attached from. So I've got my letter D on my number 4, and I'm going to take the end of that cord back underneath the lazy in the middle. Okay, and can you see this horizontal corner here? I'm just going to take that cord and I'm going to bring it up to the top. Okay, then I'm going to replace it, and I'm going to do the same with the other side. So this is your half hitch.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick up, and obviously we're on the right hand side of the board, so we do a letter B this time. So it's a letter D on the left and a letter B on the right. I'm going to do the same, so I'm going to pick up the lazy, I'm going to take the cord underneath and over the horizontal in the corner.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring that up and put it up to the top. I'm going to replace, I'm going to pick up the left, letter D, underneath, up the horizontal in the corner. So you're just going to repeat, so I'll do a few of those.
This might be a silly question, but I, think that asking a silly question, looking silly is, part of learning. This kind of technique you're doing here, it doesn't look kind of like a knot. So if I did this with really slippery cord,
it would hold.
It would still hold?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Ah, that's cool.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like a knot.
No, it doesn't. No. This is really good for sort of friendship braids and really simple. This is a really nice way of getting kids sort of introduced to knotting and macrameing. So just go, if I do one more.
And again, another odd question.
Yep.
But when you're pulling this sort of up, how much strength are you putting into that?
As much as you can.
Why is that important?
Because you want those knots. If I do a couple more, because you need uniformity. If you don't pull the same tension, then the knots will be a different size. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do one more, and then I'll hold it up for Dan to have a look, and then we'll turn into doubles. Okay, so this is the. If I just show the camera close up, so you can see the. Okay, so you can see the braid. Okay, so you've got that sort of alternating colourways. Okay, so that's your half hitch.
That's really pretty.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you the double half hitch. So what do you think we're going to do for a double half hitch?
Do twice on the same side?
That's it.
Oh.
Yep. So I'm going to pick up the left cord. Okay, and I'm going to go. So I'm going to do one up to the top. So you pull up exactly the same way, and then you repeat it twice. I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to replace it, pick up the second side, and because you're doing the double, you start to get a little twist forming, which it does it all itself. That's the second, and then we'll pop it down. I'm going to do the left-hand side, up and over, once, and then twice. Now this one is probably not. I tend to find if I've done this on workshops when I do macrame workshops. And the single is always preferred to the double.
Why?
I think it makes a neater braid. And if you were doing micro macrame along the sort of the lines that Nadia, guest designer Nadia, does, that's a lot of half hitches and double half hitches involved. So if I do this blue one next.
When do you think micro macrame starts and ends?
Well, that's right, yes.
Is there a specific term for it or not?
I don't think there is. I just think it depends on the size of the cords you use or the intricacy of the knots. Okay, so if I hold this one up now, you can see. Ooh. So this is the double half hitch. Okay, see, it's more open.
Yes, it is.
Than the half hitch.
That's quite cool.
Okay.
So if you wanted, you could add like jump rings through that little open bit and add gemstones.
You can add beads. You can do all sorts of things.
That's
treat
cool.
it exactly the same way.
That's good.
So what I'll do now is I will show you the multiple half hitch, and this makes the most amazing twist, which is really nice.
Are you literally just locking that off at the bottom? Are you?
So I'm locking this off at the bottom because we're going to be using this cord over and over and over and over again.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you can do, just to lift up this lace, is just pop a pair of scissors or something underneath. And then what we're going to do is just going to repeat and repeat and just keep going with the same side. And you'll see after about 5 or 6 turns, you get a really nice spiral. It's already starting to spiral. Okay, so we'll just do a couple more. Oh, we've got another kit to show, and then I'll continue doing some more of these then, and you'll be able to see how it looks.
Alternate colourway. Good name for a band,
Yes.
isn't it? Or a superhero film. I mean, it is a work in progress. I am bringing to you your russet collection. Mark, have a little nose-a-rooney at the russet collection. Oh, these are the huge ceramic beads that we're bringing to you.
I've not seen them in white before.
No?
Never seen them in white.
Strong. They're very strong. And that is a great thing. I think when we think of ceramics, we think, oh, that's going to break as quick as you like, especially when we mention that these are created with porcelain. But remember that actually, these are not hollow. Yes, they've got the aperture through them, but they're not hollow. I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just to show you, I'm dropping that a good sort of 20 centimetres now in the sky. They're very, very sturdy. And the fact of the matter is that these are made with porcelain, and I really appreciate that these ones here are made with porcelain, which of course is made by Mother Nature, isn't it, in essence, because it's made of a clay. And then the glazes that are put onto porcelain are also a basis of Mother Nature. So it's kind of Mother Nature meets alchemy, meets artistry, I think, with things like these. Now, these ones are huge. We'll just let you know they're a 15mm round, so some of the largest that we do for you, and you're getting a fair few on each, 10 in each pot. As well as that, I've got these ones, which have been a set of very much one of our most popular colours of the Murano. 6 of these ones you're getting, and they're the ones that have the rose gold elements of sparkle underneath the surface, but more so than that, the ones that have that beautiful delicate body of colour, and what I kind of mean by that is you're getting the white sort of alabaster finish to the central heart of these ones, which makes them very wearable indeed, very, very wearable. Also on top of this, you're getting even more, look, you're getting a set of your hook clasps. Same way we use these?
Yeah, exactly the same way. Yep, for your Kumihimo. You'll need to do a finer Kumihimo braid to get on the inside. But
so for
exactly
your dainty jewellery.
Yep.
You finish off your design, you glue it in. Jobs are good un. So you're getting 3 of them as well. As well as that, you're getting loads in here, I've got to say. You're going to be getting 32 metres worth of your nylon cord, your nutmeg, which is your 0.9, and your med brown, which could be medium, or it could be the Mediterranean, who knows. 70 metres, 0.4. I'm not stopping there. I've got wax cord, not once, but twice.
Yep.
No, tell a lie, once. Yes, once. But it's on a spool, and this one you're getting is the satin cord. That's what I meant, satin. Sorry, it was so shiny I didn't notice. £20.25 every single pound and penny, and little minute moment we can take off this. We are bringing to you that gorgeous selection of Murano beads and those ceramic beads, Mother Nature meeting Mother Nature, and all of this cord as well. Tanya's in, yay! Hello, lovely Tanya. Oh, Tanya, we love you. Just checked out at that price of Murano beads online. That Jewellery Maker kit price is amazing. I had to get mine. Bravo, Jewellery Maker. Tanya, you're a love. Well done for doing your research. We always say do your research. Yeah. Do feel free, absolutely. But you're absolutely, totally right. Murano glass can be X amounts of money. So well done, and enjoy that kit. I'm back with you, Mark.
Okay.
Wow, you've built that up quick.
And as you can see, it's done absolutely naturally, the twist.
That is lovely.
Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm just repeating that same move. Okay, so we'll do a few more. Just keep repeating. You can get quite a speed up, actually. Just keep going and going. And what you'll find, at some point, it'll get a bit difficult to do. Can you see it's starting to want to twist over? And if you keep going like that, it becomes more and more awkward because it's now on this side. So you don't just start with your knot on the left-hand side. What you have to do is you have to feed your cord underneath the lazy cord, and then that straightens it out and gets you back on an even keel.
Okay.
To then carry on.
So don't worry if it starts doing that.
No, absolutely not. So as I said, that. And if you do the other side, your corkscrew will still go the same direction. There won't be an anti-clockwise or a clockwise direction. So that's your double. And if you wanted to incorporate a bead,
Yeah.
or a gemstone. I'll actually quickly just show you how to do the one. So just cut this to a nice point.
And you do by doing it on a bit of an angle?
Yeah, 45-degree angle, and then you get a nice point.
I like how you've got your name on your scissors.
There is a reason behind that.
Go on.
I do cover up my scissors, and they do get used at workshops, and I count them out and I count them in again.
I love that. I love that.
Okay, so just pop a seed bead or a gemstone, and then all we're going to do is you just carry on. So you just continue with your knotting, okay, and then you pop it in, and then you just continue. So it's really, really simple. So I just think the half hitch, repeated half hitch like this, is a really nice way of getting introduced to macrame. As I said, it's one of your 5 knots straight away, so it's really cool.
And how does it feel against the skin?
Really nice and soft, really soft. Because this
Comfy.
is the Epsilon, and the wax cord is really soft as well. And what you could also do is, instead of having the ceramic bead on the lazy, you pop it on the working, and then so it's be on the outside of your piece as well. So just have a little experiment.
That's cool.
But I just like the way that it just twists and twists and twists. So that's the half hitch.
Well, thank you for that invitation to the world of the half hitch. Thank you very much for that. What a great technique. I think you'll have a lot of fun with that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Can I just give you a quick reminder? I've got this turquoise coming up for you in a few. But before that, let's discuss the Murano glass DVD with the gorgeous Hannah Osborne. This DVD, I think, has that true nod of Hannah Osborne. When I think of Hannah Osborne, I think of glamour, I think of beauty, I think of classic, wearable, decadent jewellery, and that is exactly what is discussed on this. This DVD has been exceptionally popular. We had, I think it was 1,000 or so on original launch-ish from the top of my memory. And today I've got the final few. I think I've got less than 100 of these ones. I did check before. But yeah, this is your introduction to the Murano glass DVD. Now, what you'll see when you watch the footage is you will see this is a really lovely and clear DVD, as they all are, of course. Lisa's in saying, I'm relatively new to Jewellery Maker and I had to get the blue Murano kit. So excited for it to arrive. Lisa, oh, congratulations. First off, welcome to the fold. Sounded a bit weird, didn't it? The club, says Liam. Liam, you're not Liam, you're Tom. The group, the gang, I like family. The family's nice.
Yeah, I like family.
Or the fold. I quite like fold. Yeah. Think of us as an origami crane. We are in love with you and the fact that you're getting that kit, and basically it's a great first kit, so thank you so much for giving us a message in, Lisa. Thank you. If you are new, don't forget you get 2 new strands and a DVD. This is a great DVD to go with that kit, especially, Lisa, if you've got any seed beads already, and if not, remember I did that CD mega bundle earlier on. I did 13 tubes, was it? I think it was 13 tubes, and it was 50 something pounds, so £51.95, but they'd be a great pairing. So this essentially works with your wonderful seed beads, and on this you're not just going to get taught this design, you are going to get taught the bewitching blue design, which I'm trying to think which one that was. You also get the Klimt collar. Klimt is a well-known artiste, and it's inspired by the Klimt work. And you've also got your forest green design. But basically, these are very elaborate, beautiful pieces, and the techniques are stunning. And it's one of those that you can replay time and time again. If you get this home, I think you're going to really enjoy the makes on it. Because as I say, the front cover is a little bit deceiving. It seems like that's all you're going to learn, but it's not. You'll get to see loads in that. So well done. I'm going to move on next, if I may, to the cord ends in your.
Oh, there we go.
So you had them in your clasps,
yeah,
and you. Am I right in saying you said you got these? You requested these?
Yeah,
in your clasps.
Because I wanted to do Kumihimo with this kit.
Yes.
so we needed some Kumihimo endings.
So, you requested these, it means you must adore them. Why are they perfect for something like
Kumihimo.
this?
I've got a workshop on Friday actually, a seed bead Kumihimo workshop.
Any spaces left?
Yeah, I've got 4 left, 4 spaces
cool.
left.
Brilliant, have a little look at JewelleryMaker.com.
So we're going to take you through the basics of Kumihimo, how to add seed beads to make the most amazing braids, and then we're going to show you how to fix some popular cord endings on the proper way, and yeah, it's going to be really cool. Really looking forward to it.
That's
good.
Cool.
I love Kumihimo.
What is it about it?
And beaded Kumihimo I just adore. So to be able to add some of the ceramic beads, just to add a little bit of embellishment.
And you can add seed beads, can't you?
Seed beads, gemstones,
chips and
pearls,
nuggets.
chips and nuggets. Yeah, Chipahimo. Yeah.
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 That's cool, isn't it? $4.95 is your usual price, but forget about it, as they said in a film once. £3.45 every single penny we've scrimped and scraped on this one weekend. Forget about it. Yeah, they've said that on a film, haven't they? At least one film. Fact. £3.45 for you. And Matt, just to let you know, it's 3 sets. So 3, sets, yeah. So you can just use the T-bar instead. You can just use the rounds if you want to as well. It's absolutely and completely up to you. They give you a lovely professional finish, don't they?
That's really nice. And if you're using chunky cords as well, these are the largest toggle ends that we do with the bell caps.
If you wanted to do like your shibori straight into it.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, on multiple threads, or if you're using, I don't think the rock climbing cord would. I think that's too large.
Right.
But all of your thicker cords, all of
like
your t-shirt yarns, your paracords, perfect for this. Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? And remember, it's your silver, so it'll go with anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is genuine silver plating as well. No one noticed. Okay, folks. Next up, we're gonna dive on into hook clasps this time. So tell us a little on these.
So again, this is another way of finishing off your Kumihimo or your plaits or your friendship bracelets, anything like that. But with these, because they're slightly smaller than the previous product, you'll need to do finer braids. So you need to then drop down a smaller size of yarn. So move from your 0.9 down to your 0.4, for example, just so you get a smaller.
So how many did you use on these ones?
8.
Oh wow, so you used a fair few then.
Yeah, so I used 8 cords on this one. So 4 of the wax and 4 of the 0.9.
Oh, I get you. Okay, so if that was creating 6, which got the larger cord ends through, you could do a slightly different weave, maybe using. Yeah,
but you'd have to use finer cords. But I think that you might actually get this one in. No, it might be too big. So you might need to drop down from a 0.9 down to a 0.4 and just do a finer.
Just do a finer one.
Yeah.
$1.95 on these ones. Is that genuine gold I see before me? Yes, 'tis on top of the copper. Yes, 'tis. If you like genuine gold atop solid sterling silver, cast your mind back to that incredible first star buy I did. Which was a 925 solid sterling silver yellow gold loose rope chain, 18-inch. It was very popular. We did it for $6.95. It was a product we purchased in 2016, and we haven't played it until today. So it is still available to you. It is $6.95, which, as Tom confirmed earlier on, is actually the price point we would have done it had we brought it to air in 2016, even with the sort of helter-skelter lifestyle of gold and silver prices. But yes, if you do want that, then it is still available. Nip on to JewelleryMaker.com if you wish, or if you want the code, write this down now, DRIL06. Again, that was DRIL06, so if you like the gold plating, there you go. Okay, Murano, Oh no, don't get too excited. Say that number again. I'm afraid there's nothing in there, I don't think.
16 are nice.
16 are nice. They are. 16 of the gold, thank you, Dan.
Oh, they're amazing. I know.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why. These are the ones I think
are on that necklace.
Have you?
On the DVD cover.
Paul, do you have any footage of that DVD we've just done? The Murano glass DVD. Purely because I'm almost positive these are used in the Klimt design. I could be wrong.
Oh yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
No, we don't have any footage of it locked
They definitely
in.
warrant to be used in that design, don't they?
Completely,
Yeah,
with that colour
absolutely.
palette.
Yes.
If you did just get that DVD, I'm almost positive that these were used in it.
Look at them.
You were getting this beautiful design, and these ones have got that wonderful sort of gold leaf effect running through the heart of them. You've got this speckling design, as you can see. What do you love about these and/or Murano glass in general?
I'm just
It's up to you.
fascinated. I'm just fascinated. I love glass. Absolutely love glass. And I was absolutely, when we launched Swarovski, this was obviously the next step up, without a shadow of a doubt. I just wish we did more of them. I wish we did. I'd love to do a Murano show.
They are incredible, aren't they?
And I just love the romance behind them, the fact that every single one is completely hand-blown, handmade, hand-coloured.
Oh yeah, and it's
foiled.
completely random.
Yeah.
The look and effect you get is
So
totally
they are, in
random.
effect, they are as unique as a gemstone,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is what I love about them.
Yeah, and it is Mother Nature. Remember that apparently the urban legend goes that these were actually created originally completely by accident, whereby someone was doing hand-blown glass and accidentally spilt in some copper filings. They got into the glass and oh no, actually that looks kind of cool. Bit of a legend there. But the time and effort on this is incredible, and I know I've shown you numerous slides about this, but it is sadly a dying industry. So if you want to get on board with a craft that is a handcraft and a true skill, you know, similarly to that of making and doing ceramics, and similarly to that of you know, sort of forging, for example, a really skilled craft and science for all intents and purposes in your jewellery, I think it's pretty special.
I love them. I absolutely love them.
Today, for all three of them, Helen, it was Helen who messaged in saying she had to get the kit. Was it Lisa?
Incredible.
I mean, both of you got the kit and said, oh my gosh. And Tanya it was as well, saying, oh my goodness, I had to get it for the Murano glass. Then this is your time to buy them by themselves, my loves. And they are
price is
dramatic.
fantastic for one.
Let me just...
If you look online, some of the prices that you pay.
Oh yeah, for one.
I know what you're going to do with these. Oh, look at that.
Simple as.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Jet, tomorrow, launch at 3. If you want to see a demo of them, there's one at 9 AM. The Marla necklace with Fleur and Zena at what? No, not 1. 9 o'clock. These will be able to purchase at 3. VT says 1. Ignore it. It's 3. Tom's saying that if someone wanted to give us £1 million each, he might be prepared to bring this up earlier to 1.
How many of the bundle do we have? Do we know?
We have 100 of the bundle.
Okay.
And then we do have a few individually.
Right.
Not a lot though. Most of it's bundled. But obviously it's Jet. It's not going to be, you know, massive quantities anyway, is it? So, yep. But I will just say we will be selling out of all of them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Very quickly, probably. Let's way up. This is a lot of nylon cord. There you are.
Oh.
Tell us, whilst I'm getting these thousands out, what you're loving about these cords.
No, I really like them. I like the fact that we do them in so many colours now, and there isn't a gemstone that we do that we don't have a nylon cord that is going to match perfectly.
Okay, so go through what gemstones these might be in front of you.
Okay, so I'm going to go for citrine, I'm going to go for rhodolite, I'm going to go for peridot, I'm going to go for Mexican fire opal, I'm going to go for iolite, I'm going to go for turquoise, I'm going to go for
Angelite.
No, the other one. No,
Calcite?
blue lace
Blue
agate,
lace.
thank you. Then we'll go for jadeite. Then I would go for tourmaline. Then I'd go for more smoky quartz maybe.
That's a good
Then
one,
I'd
yeah.
go for labradorite, and then I would go for emerald.
And it is a gemstone range you've got there.
It is, yeah. Are these all 0.4?
They are
they're
all
0.4.
0.4, 70 metres on each. Get your calculator out. So 70 times 12, because I've got 70 on each one, obviously. 840 metres.
That's twice around a running track and a little bit more. That's pretty
Blimey,
good. Yeah,
about half a mile.
Yeah.
About half a mile.
Wow.
Wow. We're bringing to you a huge amount here.
They're amazing.
With your Kumihimo, with your macrame,
Yes.
with your tatting even.
With the tatting, yeah, tassel
If you
making.
wanted to do tassels,
Tassel
if
making,
you wanted
yeah.
to do crochet, if you wanted to knit with these, you could, of course.
Yeah, crochet, all sorts. There, I love them.
You ready for this? Da, 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 da. $34.95. That's 4p per metre.
That's amazing.
That's a
You need
really
metre
good
and a
deal.
half for a macrame bracelet.
Wow. So that's, what, almost 400 bracelets out of this collection?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
That's pretty special, isn't it, when you consider? What do you think of the price? 4p per
Brilliant.
metre.
That's ace. That's really good. And you've got some of the most popular colours in here as well. They're all ace, aren't they? You've got every single season in there as well.
They're brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah.
And there is a question. Helen from Swansea. Evening. Will the 0.4 fit the jets? Oh, the jets with smaller drill holes. I think you're going to be amazed.
Yeah, they're going to be quite...
They're sizable. We've purposely done them for this. We have to have that request. Can you see that? Look at that. Let me show you. And I'll show it you with, here's your 0.4
there we are.
next to it to give you an idea. You're right, Dan. You're right. Can you see that? Is that all right? So if this is your 0.4, I'm hazarding a guess that actually that is, if not a 0.4, even slightly larger.
Slightly larger, yeah. It looks like 0.6 or something like that.
I know this is completely random and it's not going to work because there's already something going through, but as an idea. Oh yeah, as an idea, that would go through absolutely easily peasily. I don't know if I can show you that actually the right way around. Sorry, I'm doing it back to front here, aren't I? But to give you an idea, you'd have no problem with that. None whatsoever.
No,
Woo!
no.
And that's the smallest. Isn't that excited? Okay, well done all on that. Say it again, lovely Tom. Oh, time already to bring to you the one you fancy getting your hands on. Very unique shape, beautiful high-end gemstone. Mark's gonna love it. It's the turquoise. When I see shapes like this, I think of you.
Why is that?
Because you like the shape. You like the higgledy-piggledy.
I like a nugget.
You're not afraid of a nugget?
No, not at all. Should we call these nuggets?
I'm not sure.
Tumbles. That's better. Yeah.
Tumbles.
Yeah, I think they need to be that next upper echelon for
So-
a nugget.
So, what do you think is a nugget and what do you think is an upper echelon tumble? Is it to do with size or corners?
Size, I think. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mark, can you tell Zena the egg should be there tomorrow, so to look out. Thank you, Jane.
Jane, I think it might be here already because I've seen a box about so big in her pigeonhole, and she'll be in the morning for a DVD and the morning show, so I'm sure she'll see it in the morning. I might leave it out on her desk actually for when she gets here in the morning.
Good idea.
I think it's here. There's definitely some, and I recognise your handwriting, so it's here.
So it is here. Ooh,
Yes.
Jane, you're a love. That's so sweet of you. She's a love. So, basically, good luck. We're bringing to you 20 carats worth of your turquoise here, and already it has been très successful on pre-order. It is USA quality turquoise. Now, already more people have come in actually since we put those graphics on, because I don't get to see the pre-order people, but you know, even just in the last few seconds, Nottingham checked out, Greater London did, and Wales, somewhere in Wales, has already checked out. I can't pronounce it, so I'd rather not guess because I'll look like a numpty. But you have got here your beautiful turquoise, and it is genuine turquoise. Can I just remind you of something? Gemstones have treatments. This gemstone has a treatment, and it is stabilisation. And stabilisation is something which I do not say this hardly ever on gemstones, I'll be honest with you, but for turquoise, for me personally, it's very much a personal opinion, but in my ready-made jewellery, I will not purchase turquoise unless it has been stabilised. For me personally, it's slightly different with my jewellery making. I suppose I have got some natural, very scarce opportunities, but completely natural. But essentially, for me personally, for my high-end pieces of jewellery, and I do own pieces of set-made turquoise, I've only purchased it because it's stabilised, because turquoise loses its colour over the years. So I know full well, because this has been stabilised, it won't. We are bringing to you 20 gorgeous carats worth of this, and it is that exactly, oh my goodness, that exact hopeful, that thing that you're hopeful of, which is that wonderful waxy lustre, but also that beauty of almost, let's be completely honest, Sleeping Beauty turquoise. In sort of a professional opinion, if someone gave me that piece to do a specimen test on and to sort of to estimate or to guess where the location would be, I, looking at that one purely, would honestly say Arizona. That would be my guess, Arizona. It's so pure, isn't it?
It's so beautiful.
Loads of you in.
Strands I've seen.
Yeah. You're absolutely loving it, and apparently Tom says you can see the price.
What?
I did not know that. Where's that bit of paper? Oh, do you know what? Okay. I did not know that was the price point. It is written down on my sheet, but I had that lab report of the natural Variscite over the top of it. So I did not realise. £19.95 for your beautiful quality turquoise. Remember, stabilisation is pretty much an industry standard right now. If it's not stabilised, a lot of people won't have it. A lot of people won't accept it because, as I say, the colour goes, the colour dies. This is lasting quality. I think that price point is incredibly fantastic. Honestly, again, the price point didn't come to mind because of its beauty. But what would you have said?
Well, I had about £60 in my head.
Yeah,
so I'm really surprised at that.
I agree with you.
Brilliant.
Just working on that basis, I'm just going to work out each the average carat weight. 2, 4, 6, 8 I've got on here. So if I've got 20 carats divided by 8,
2.5.
2.5 carats of turquoise. Obviously the ones in the centre are going to be larger and the others a bit smaller, but on average about 2.5 carats of turquoise.
I would make bracelets like that with every single one of those.
Would you?
And I would sell them for £30 each.
Well, that would be a bargain. That's a great idea. USA. Sorry, I'm just typing in 2 carats turquoise, just as an idea. Just to see what pops up, because I'm absolutely amazed by that. Let me have a look in the little shopping section. Isn't this interesting? Bear in mind, this is with diamonds. It is with diamonds. But the first thing that pops up is 1.5 carats worth of USA turquoise in a cocktail ring with diamonds, and it is, it's secondhand, and it's £3,849 and 53p. Quite important. It's not the same, but just as a side note. Also, you're getting pieces which are little pieces, little individual pieces in a set of earrings and a pendant in silver by the looks of it, and that is £215. You're getting a little charm with one small piece which is a third of a carat, which is £29. So again, it's not like for like by any means, because this is not genuine jewellery. This is not made in sterling silver or set into jewellery, but still stunning. They've basically all gone, I'm being told. So good look, very big good look on that one.
Envious of that one.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Very good look. Not the best sentence I've said all night, but not the worst. No. Murano glass.
Oh.
These are the ones that were in the rustic russet
Yes.
bundle before. Have a little look. I'll put these really close. Have you got anything I can sort of strand these onto? Do you mind? Oh, actually, oh no, they've been back to back. Oh, that's. Oh, I was going to ask for if I'm honest, Mark.
Oh.
But I like your idea because then they don't roll about. I'm going to ask for something to strand them onto so I can give them a little spinaroo.
Oh.
But you know what? I can on this because they don't roll as much, do they? Look at that sparkle.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Doesn't that look cool? So you've got this kind of rose gold flecking underneath the surface. Gosh, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Even when you look, oh, come here.
Again, they're just so unique.
They are, aren't they?
No two are going to be the same.
Oh, blimey. No, I can't quite show you. But they've always got like, you can almost see the swirl to them.
Yeah.
Got a touch of the sort of golden eye about it, hasn't it? These look incredibly luxurious, and they are. It is true artistry, as we've said previously. What would you do with these if you were to use? Would you use them all together or just one?
No. I'd have to separate them. I would make 3 pairs of earrings, and I'd pop them on a sterling silver gold-plated head pin, but I'd leave the length of the head pin, so you'd have the bead at the bottom with maybe 1.5 inches of metal, just to get that length. I think it'd be lovely.
To get a bit of a dangle to it.
What's he doing?
Doing a price drop. Is that Tom? You ready for this?
Ooh.
Wow! Funnily enough, loads of people in on this one. Again, there's more of you now just adding it to your baskets, and I consider that there will be
£1 each.
It's
by
not
miles, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, not even £1 each.
That's amazing.
It's loop-de-loo when you consider it, especially as I said, when you actually do go to Venice and you can have a tour of the fewer and fewer factories that there are of this. You get a little, they're referred to as a water taxi. It's only a couple of euros and it's a dead short ride. But yeah, you can do it in a few ways actually. But anyway, yeah, and you can go and they show you the whole process. And when I went, they showed how to make like a horse. Yeah, genuinely, you are looking at pieces that are 7-8 figures sometimes in there. And I mean, they are elaborate pieces that are the ones I'm talking about, but they're highly prized. Just as an idea. Would you or would you not?
No, I would. Yeah. Yeah.
That looks so nice. This is the Jet, launching tomorrow at 3. Now, we're about to show you something that I showed you earlier on. We don't currently have it on set, but we do have a recording. And this is the chain we launched before. It's the final 50 that we've got available for you now. This has been very popular. We had 300, we've got 50. Well, just shy of 50 because I've got more of you checking out now. If you have just tuned in, it was a beautifully lavish luxury chain that we did that goes great with the deal of the day. And in fact, I showed it with loads of things. I showed it with the natural Australian Variscite as well, and it went brilliantly with that. We have got for you here 18-inch chain, and the movement on it was absolutely divine. Remember, it was our, London, our capital London collection. So we've got it from London, Hatton Garden area. And also, remember, it's Italian design. The movement on it was beautiful, just shy of 2 grams, and the whole chain, we did it at a 2016 price. Because we ordered it in 2016, but we haven't played it till today. £6.95 was actually today's deal, and you saw me ask Tom earlier on, and he was saying, yeah. Given how much we paid for it and how much we add on top of everything, essentially for electricity and to pay our staff and everything, it would have been £6.95 in 2016. We could really, and probably should, since as a general rule is precious metal increases year on year, we should probably have taken that price up, but we didn't. We've kept it at $6.95 because that's what we paid for it. Well, So yeah, it's a great opportunity. Hello, lovely to see you all. It's a great one for your prezi drawer or cupboard. Or under bed, if you're anything like me. I keep all of my gifts under my bed. Yeah, because... Yeah. So you know where to look. Yeah. Under my bed, they're all kept because yeah, I've just got so much. So much. Tom's asked, do you think people still leave money in their mattress? I don't know anyone who does, but would they tell me if they did? You know what I mean? I mean, if your mattress was your bank, you wouldn't be, you know, promoting it, would you?
No.
Do you have a piggy bank?
No.
No. Do you have a piggy bank, Dan?
Yeah.
What shape?
In shape of a pig.
Is it shape of a pig? You are avant-garde, I've got to say. Anyone else have a piggy bank? A change tin, the grown-up version of a piggy bank. You've got a what? A jar. Nice. With a little what? Slit cut in the top? Like a jam jar. Do you put the lid back on? No? Oh, he plays havoc even, doesn't he? There's no lid. None at all. Well, okay. 2-piece and 1-piece. Oh, I love it for that. When you get the little 1-piece, 2-piece, 5-piece, you say. Yeah. It's just you chuck them in and then it tops up, doesn't it?
Yeah. You can take it to the supermarket now, can't you? And pop it in the change.
That is so. When you go ching, 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 and they all go through and you hear them go, oh, it's brilliant. And then you feel like a millionaire at the end when you get your voucher, or it does it in like notes, even though it was always there the whole time. Oh, it's lovely. Anyway, well done. Hiya to you all. It's lovely to have you on board. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Do feel free to grab them whilst you can. No. Yes. Yeah, no, I'm joking. Ooh, one thing I was going to say was, just because I know you mentioned it and I didn't want you to forget, the deal of the day you did say it was in, you were going to check on it. Did you check on it? No, it's all right. No, it's all right. Just because you did mention to me in the break, I was going to double check it. Genuine Imperial Topaz. One of the most luxurious strands we've ever, well, the most luxurious strand we've ever had, without a shadow of a doubt. What do you think of this?
I bought one this morning.
Did you? Why?
Yeah, I just, fascinating for my collection, because I've got quite a big gemstone collection now, and I've never seen topaz like this, ever. No. And I love the connotation behind the Imperial Topaz about the Tsars of Russia, and I just think it's fascinating.
What are you going to do with yours that you've purchased?
Nothing at all.
It's just your collection. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of these on that gold chain.
Beautiful. I love the slider bracelet that the budding beaders have made. Yeah.
It's cool, that, isn't it?
Beautiful.
How fab is that? Our chain, the 18 inches at the bottom of your screen. The fact that you can work with something that is as special as this. Remembering, Brazilian Imperial Topaz comes from a location whereby we cannot mine it every single month of the year. There is a select proportion of time whereby we can mine this. And even then, it was this way a few years ago, but to be honest, I've not had an update on it since then. But 3 or 4 years ago, because of the weather, etc., they could only get 4 people into the mine at any one time. So 4 people at a time were mining this in the area that we got ours. I don't know if that's different now, because it was very much because of the weather at the time. But yeah, it's an incredible location. I wish we could talk about it more, but feel free to do your research on it, because it's absolutely, totally worth it. It's going to go great with your amber. It's going to go great with your citrines, maybe?
It'd be perfect, yes.
Great with the jets that we're launching tomorrow. What about the likes of your Argyle diamonds or champagne diamonds? Gorgeous idea. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. We're bringing to you the luxury, the quality. That price on your screen is an absolute giveaway. I will let you know that for that carat weight and the quality, and you can see the shape of them is stunning. Look how beautiful.
Beautiful shape. Like lozenges, aren't they? Lozenge,
yeah, squared off at the side, but it follows that glow around, doesn't it? You see that? Look at that one. Collectors, you are coming through on this one. I will just let you know, my loves, that this is an extremely low opportunity in low stock, because it has been shown on the morning show. Not sure if they showed it on the mid, I presume so. They did. Yes. But it has been popular in the past. Now that means that today is your day to get it. Now if you're watching on the repeat, you've literally got about 3 minutes, 4 minutes before this goes back up into price. So deal of the day price, remember, I can only guarantee on the day of the deal of the day, which is today. which if you're watching is Wednesday. So yeah, well worth treating yourself to it now, because this is a premium gemstone. You're not getting it, in my opinion, at a premium price point right now. It would go beautiful with that launch gemstone, the natural Australian Variscite that we did for you, very special treasure that we did, especially with those golden sort of inclusions that would work beautifully. Wow. But yeah, any of you gold, would you go gold with this?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, every time. Every time.
Mark Smith, it's been fabulous as always.
It's been cool.
Now,
been cool.
when, my love, are you on with us next?
I am here on Friday with my Beading Kumihimo workshop, and then
Yes,
I am here on Sunday morning for Team May's show.
Got you.
On Sunday morning.
So if anyone does want to go on that workshop, remember on the Friday, 4 spaces did you say? 4.
Yes.
So if you can get down to Redditch, have a little nosy online, it's JewelleryMaker.com, you'll find them all there in the workshop section, have a little nosy. Now, I'm going to be back with you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a fabulous day. You've got the lovely impress art with Fleur and Zena in the morning. And tomorrow afternoon, you've got myself and Gemma Crow. At 3 o'clock, we're going to be launching one of the most exciting and expensive of all organics. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Hi, I'm Marie, Head of Buying here at Jewellery Maker and also the in-house gemologist. On June 13th, we are bringing you jet. So jet is a prehistoric wood, and over millions of years it gets covered in a sediment and turns into the material that we know as jet. It's really, really beautiful, really shiny, takes a brilliant polish, very light to the touch, and nice and warm and perfect for your jewellery making. So tune in on June the 13th for jet.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums.